This is Rolling to Die, episode 143, Frozen Queen. Hit it, DJ. All right, guys, girls, and squirrels. This is Rolling to Die, episode 143. We are a mixed team bunch of different group and core for this. I will be playing and introducing myself as Henry, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace, trying to find his son in the frozen, forgotten lands. Now, after I introduce myself for the story, it's going to be down the line. So let's start off with Dark Trooper here.
Hello and greetings, all you fellow nerds and nerdettes out there. I am Dark Trooper and coming for you live from Secret Location, aka my couch, and I will be playing Was Willoughby, Hunter Extraordinaire.
All right, and next will be Leah.
I will be playing Maddie, the wonderful, as always, cat girl druid.
Maddie. All right.
Bringing you your music and also playing as 3 characters tonight.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes, I will be playing Edward Knight, Louisville Dalesine, and Ilkis Hiram. I'm DJ Thunderbeast.
Thunder.
All right. Other people will be joining later, but right now they're due to the weather, they will take a little longer to get here. So,
At least
on
weather
that
in
note,
other parts of the world.
last we left off with the combination team of the Doomcrawlers, Blood Saints, and Dwarven Kingdom faced off against the Mighty Mimic. After they did their tasks in combat, a conversation was told and held at the same pub that's in the kingdom. Edward Knight approaches Ross in a quiet manner, surprising Ross for the first time. Had a list, names of people and their faces, and not sure if they're dead or not. You read on the list it was signed by the king himself of the Were Kingdoms. And you state people that are in volunteer checklists, as Edward Knight's already had his name, are girl in there you've never seen before named Moxie, and Mayhem's name himself, and says your name next to them all with a checklist. Now, Ross, do you remember if you checked your name on the list or not?
I believe I checked my name on the list.
All right, as all the names were list checked, you've seen a couple other names that look like they were kind of scribbled in really funny.
Probably by
Close.
a weird ass wizard in his underwear.
Oh yeah, there's a main signature by Llama himself, or a goofy depiction. You see it fold back up on its own and turn into a bird and fly off. As the carrier owl that was sitting there going, it could do this the whole time and didn't need me. Why am I here? And it just starts
What is
flying
the meaning of my existence?
off.
Animated winged creature having existential crisis.
Right? And they just talk to you, and you're just like, you can talk? Of course I can. I'm a druid. I'm not an actual bird. And just shakes his head and flies away. Yummy. As you head down the halls with Edward Knight to the Kingdom Keep, there's a conversation to be had. And this could be where you run into Moxie as well. But first, before we get into that, I would like for everybody here to roll to die for me and roll 2d20, one representing light. The second one will be representing dark.
I got
14
15
light,
and a
7
5.
dark.
I got 15 and a 5, 20.
15 and okay. What was yours, Devontae?
14 light, 7 dark.
All right. What did you get for you, Leah?
I have 2 for light, 15 for dark.
Okay. All right. And then now for Mayhem. Let's see what he gets. Shift all these dice out. A 6. Is it nope, it's a 9. Okay, 9 light and a 4 dark. Oh dear. Everybody else's will get when they're able to join in. They'll let us know. I would like you to all have a gradual start of a conversation between yours. Roll a perception check during your conversation, though, and see who you see before you two as you're heading towards the castle keep.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, 7.
27.
Perception.
Jeez.
No, 4 plus 3, 7.
Oh,
I got 17
17.
because I have advantage with perception. My Ross has a lot of advantage.
All right, so you look up ahead. Edward Knight's not paying attention for once in front of him. He is paying attention to the surroundings more behind and above, seeming like something's watching him. Something colder, meaner.
And I got no problem.
You sign this name. Edward Knight has thoughts about it. What are those thoughts that Edward might be thinking as Ross is walking alongside you? And what would you like to say amongst yourselves before you head to what's next? But for Ross, you look ahead and you see this this female-looking assassin. Leah, if you'd like to explain your character when you guys are walking ahead, though.
So you see a finely but practically dressed cat girl, about wavy hair, like shoulder length bob, Walking in.
Okay. So, what do you guys talk about as you approach?
I talked to Edward about strategies about how to rescue the assassins who have been captured for 2 years.
Hmm.
Like different ideas
Interesting.
and different strategies of what we could be facing up ahead.
For you, Thunderbase, for Edward Knight, what are your conversation with him when he's explaining these strategic values of what they could do during the combat?
He's basically he just occasionally giving his own input as to strategies and just mainly listening to see what Ross has to say.
Okay. So along terms, you guys approach, and he explains how, depending on what the area is, a scenario, he can face off because of his unique skills to you. You know, a bit of like how guys, talk to each other and show each other up a little bit by just their experiences alone. But at the same time, showing his knowledge of something. As you, Edward Knight, have walked and had many conversations of so many different battles and war, you're like, that's cool. I'm thinking about something else right now, but much appreciated. Then you approach. Ross will be the first one to see Leah's character. Who would like to introduce themselves first? Leah, would you like to with your character, or Trooper, would you like to with yours?
Well, I think I'll go. I'll say, young pearly lady. I'm using a purr as in like a cat's purr. I go while raising my hat. I go, I could see you've clean as day, love. Why don't you come and introduce yourselves to us? My name is Ross Wellaby.
I am Maddie Holton. And I suppose I'll be joining you.
Interesting.
Edward takes a look over and is like, "Hey, wait, are you the one that hopped on my head that one time?"
Yes, that was me. Your head is very like hoppable.
Very bouncy.
Very nice and flat.
I thought I recognized you.
He's got that like that flat hairdo, that one style, that one that whoosh, whoosh, that like he has the guile hairdo.
He actually has it's thick,
like a flaming
volume,
mohawk.
It gets thick volume hair that literally is like that surfer dude slick back.
That's funny. So you guys have this comedic moment as the guards are trying to sit there quietly and just they're looking at each other going, they've never seen Edward Knight animated before in this way. And they're like, I don't know if this is a joke or not, or it's a fake him. and then you two have this comedic moment. He points at her and, hey, you're the one who jumped on my head. And she's all sitting there smiling proudly going, yep, you're not the first. Bing, what the? Oh, my head.
One of those guards gets a random tap on his shoulder.
He looks over to the left of his shoulder.
My shadow creature is standing right behind him. Just standing there and waving.
Because he's been trained to hold at his post for so many years, he doesn't barge exactly from his post, but you hear a rattling and shaking from the armor from the inside. And then a horrible smell. As he might have he did. He shat himself in his armor. As it's a rough smell, as the other guard that is about across the hallway where the wind is fuming through gets a big whiff and just looks at him with this rage of, I have to stand here, you horrible person. Should have just asked to be relieved. And luckily, you guys don't get the chance of getting the whiff unless you're that close. But you're about 10 feet away, somewhere around there. You're at the doorway, though. And as you guys are having this conversation, and you do this horrible thing to this guy, the door opens up. You all start heading through. Now, if you have a passive perception of 14 and up, you can see everything just fine. If you have under a passive of 14, I need you to roll a dice if you want to see what you see. Unless you want to get the higher rolls, because you sometimes have a chance of seeing something more unique.
I have a 17 passive.
6 plus 3, 9.
9. Okay. Edward Knight is more still in shock and just keeps looking back at Maddie, and forth with just that remembrance of the springboarding off his head and kill and her getting the kill, and just looking at the who got the most kills that day, and he's still salty about making history. He had the all of it. Still the highest kill.
You are muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I was talking past the microphone. That was the problem. So, as
we have a new
had
attendee that just arrived.
Hey, thank you, Thunder Base, for keeping track.
And as a wild sage, the intelligent appears.
All right.
Dun,
All
dun, 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 dun.
right. All right. Now, Dom, introduce yourself first, and then we're going to ask you what character it is, because you'll be already. We'll have you roll to see if you're going to be in the room or coming in last. But
What's up,
introduce yourself.
guys? Dom, aka Sage the Intelligent, has arrived. And yet again, I've arrived late, so I'm still here.
Shame on you. How dare you?
Oh, I
How
appreciate
dare
it.
me.
So,
Better late than never.
I appreciate it. Now, Dom, roll to die for me, my brother. Roll 2d20. Your first one's light, your second one's dark.
Absolutely. Here we go. All right. We have an 18 light, 5 dark.
Nice, nice. And who will you be playing as a level 20 for this rescue mission?
Ooh, good question.
If you're one of the
I think
names
for today,
on the list.
I'm gonna go with Kit Nephrin today, the elf rogue.
Kit? All right.
Yes.
Kit gets his
That's right.
turn back in the ring as an assassin of high order, and sits there at a different kind of record than Edward Knight's. His is more sneaky kills, where Edward Knight's is the highest so far. Sometimes Edward Knight makes it a little messy, but there's reasons. Teaching people lessons. Dom's is just sneaky.
You blow my cover, it gets messy.
Right? So, on that, I would like you
But
to
why
roll a d6 for me, and that'll tell me if you're in the room or out of the room.
All right, D6. Here we go. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you're already in this throne room, waiting. You're right next to the throne, already standing and talking with the King of the Wares, as the certain guard are just standing along line in attention formation down the pillars. The rest of you, with the perception checks you rolled, Edward Knight is distracted. Maddie, what was yours?
I rolled a 16.
Okay, so you
The keen eye of a
and
feline.
yes, you and Ross both look up. You see these runners in like a first green and then changing, fading from green to purple, heading forward and crisscrossing colors, and the runners across them being the opposite, as it leads up to several steps to a throne and this magical window behind that looks like light coming through, but it's a magical portals for different adventures when needed that stay locked in a magical place of stillment until they are activated. You look ahead and see the several thrones that are sitting ahead, where it's the king and queens, and then everybody else that goes after in a lineup. you you look over and see the knights looking like they're in a pause, like they're broken or something. There's something wrong. They know it. The kingdom is broken. Something happened and someone stole something that was very cherished to us. And we believe it's a life. And they're going to go find out. As certain people haven't responded or reported in a while, but they were rumored to last be saw somewhere, as you hear the rumors and mutters between them. You head forward about 20 feet, 30 feet. And finally, you head to the steps. And about 10 feet up from the steps, you approach slowly and announce yourselves before heading up the steps. What is your announcement you state as you approach, as you see two figures having a conversation and the third figure still sitting in the chair? As the king is talking with Kit, and the queen is sitting there looking down and upset, while the princess stands across with things frozen all around her.
Ross raises his hat, takes his hat, raises it high in a kindly gesture, and says, "King, you summoned me. You summoned us. What can we do for you?"
All right. You introduce us that way. Edward Knight, what do you do as you approach?
Edward Knight's still distracted.
All right. Maddie, what are you saying or doing as you approach, as you see the king having a conversation with Kit?
I just approach and try to overhear the conversation if I can.
All right. So, Sage the Intelligent, for your character, what is Kit talking with Mayhem about, as you have said information you can state from some of your men that told you there's the frozen wastelands were the last place the Shadow Blades were saw, and haven't came back, and it's been a while. No reports, no nothing, just emptiness. What do you do as you hear all this information, and then you had to take it to the Were King himself?
Kid has, of course, Kid has been suspecting something is wrong, but he doesn't want. He didn't feel that it was no assumption. So as he looks at the door, he silently just thinks to himself, "It's strange. Everything that was set out and set in stone, it was made perfectly clear. But what's taking so long? And this time of duration and wait, it's been a long time. If I know the assignment, it would have been a sure shot, maybe. Perhaps if I can make an update to the Were King about the frozen lands, but what 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 indication that something just in my gut tell me there's nothing there's nothing been reported. Hmm. Perhaps I'll make my way and find out. So Kid approaches to the Were King as he finds out there is no trace of no information anywhere. As I suspected, something does not feel right about the wasteland mission and proposition. Is it weird to detect? Is it weird for you to know that no reports, no updates, no telegrams, or nothing? What could be taking so long? I've never seen anyone that moves such slow motion.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a while. My son was on that trip. He was their cleric.
So something could be out. Something out in the atmosphere could be suspiciously blocking something. But do you think?
I've been trying to contact him in message, and nothing.
Do you think there's something that?
Someone's blocking. Oh,
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like somebody could thwart in their paths. Who? But what responsibilities is this, or what kind of intentions that could cause such roadblock?
Nothing
As
good. That's a kill.
as Ross interjects as he walks up after his introduction, you're having this conversation with me and you. He looks back. There's only one person that knows how to block out our magic. He looks over at Lunal, and Lunal looks back. She was your apprentice. I just taught her after you taught her.
Apprenticed? You don't
As
mean you don't mean
Elijah Snowwolf.
I think I've read stories about her. Then again, it's all vague. What's what do we know about these what do we know about this snow wolf?
She's the frozen wolf queen
The
of.
moment you mention her name, a shiver goes straight down Edward's spine as he perks up and realizes what you guys are talking about finally. Rolling a 19 plus 3, 21. Or
You
22.
heard this. As the cold shiver goes down your spine, remembering the combat with her, that it wasn't easy. It wasn't normal, and you never succeeded in killing her every single time. Every time you thought it was her, it was a frozen sculpture of her. She made duplicates. One of her greatest assassin skills, you wouldn't know it was her until it was too late or you were already frozen. You trained alongside and fought her several times. Every time you came out barely breathing as you realized she would take all the air away, as fire ganasis need air for their fire.
Well, fire needs airing, period, but that's beside the
Mhm.
point.
Oh, yeah. She'd pull your breaths away as she had combat with you and hit you with not a meteor storm, but a frozen medium storm, you could say. And just hit you with these giant ice glacier bombs that would just freeze most things in their path. Over the years, she grew an assassin that trained with her, that you helped train, as the shiver gets worse down your spine, of a man that you fought alongside that made you as good as you were. A dark elf that became her apprentice after trained by you. You feel betrayed as what he did to you as the vengeance boils up. What do you say when you remember him?
If it truly is her, then she won't be alone. Louisville is with her.
Now, Leah and Sage the Intelligent and Dark Trooper, I want you guys to roll a history check if you know who Louisville is or not. If you remember him or not in any kind of combat stories.
Hey.
History.
You're muted, Dom.
That's gonna be a 19 for me.
15 plus 2, 17.
Oh, what'd you get, Dom?
Give me a second. Okay. For a history check, let's see
What
what
is your history check?
okay. For history, let's see. I rolled a 6 plus 8 modifier, 14.
14. All right. So, Kit is the only one that only kind of knows. But everybody else knows who she is. I explained. Kit, your memories of her are just know of history and stories, as you've only faced off against her one time in a group, but you were a distance away the whole time, never getting close, realizing dangerous.
She had
Sorry. I want to really just know for a second. Louisville, yeah, opposite. You only heard of in rumors for you. I got those. I'm being distracted. My kid's knocking on the door. She wants to come in and play. So you know of Louisville and only hear about him. But for everybody else, you guys have a little pause for a moment, realizing that this was one of the guys that took out the original Castle Keep guards years ago, where there was a whole squad taken out and even one of the golems. And no one knew how one person could accomplish that. As he ransacked Edward Knight's secret keep, stealing many items and potions, and plus, a treasure chest of gold or two, just to pay for the funds. Edward Knight was pretty ticked about the turn. All of a sudden, not knowing why or how, went from loyal to just peace. Took your stuff and dipped. How do you say for that? Because as everybody else here, what is it that happened? What did he steal that was precious to your character, you could say? A weapon, an item, something from the past, a memory, a component to a magical thing that was very rare that you just happened to explain to him that you can't do something until it's back. What do you perceive?
I'm looking because
You could
here
just
it is.
think of something.
Here, you could know I actually put it in his.
Oh.
Yeah. It's called
Well, that works.
Time of Opening.
Okay. So, as you opened and seen your room ransacked, you looked directly at a bookcase you opened up and slid past, and there was a hidden component to a item holder that held this. Right when you opened and checked the door, you looked frantically and seen the books moved. As you shifted them open quickly, all you saw was nothing. You knew exactly what he stole, what you needed.
Yeah, because that allowed
And-
Edward to open something within the while he was still in the shadow, so that way he could sneak through easier. Without that, it's like he's got to manually open the door.
Oh, it's going to take a bonus action now instead of your passive ability. It took away your passive.
Ugh.
He has it now.
Hmm.
As he realized there was one thing that he knew that would give you an advantage on all combat, and why you were so difficult to beat. All those years that he got close, he finally figured it out. As he took it, used it against you, stealing your stuff, killing squads, and leaving the gate damaged and hard to drop back down for invasion. What do you say last before it goes into a next part?
He's just as he finishes up explaining who Louis Ball is and all what he took, it's just like he just then is like, we got to stop him, and if he's with Alasia, this ain't gonna be easy.
As Mayhem looks over, going, "Yeah, your apprentice and mine, working together, trained by all of us, knowing everybody's quirks, weaknesses." He looks down and looks at the wife, and she goes, "I'll hold it strong here. You go on your quest, though. Good luck. Love you." She closes her eyes, and you see duplicates of her just appear out in the yard, doing numerous things.
One other
You-
thing about Louis Ball is he's a druid. He, he could be anything.
Oh
Oh yeah,
boy.
so you don't know when he's going to be something or not.
Uh-oh.
So you guys figure it out and learn it. Maddie, what is your reaction to all this?
Well, we better get on it. Who knows what they could do given any amount of time together.
Oh yes. As he looks over at the glass stained windows behind the thrones, you see one of them start glowing. I already know where they are. Grab
So
your
where
warm
do-
clothes.
So
You
where
might
do
need
we
it.
begin the journey?
Now, you've been on the clock for 10 minutes. Let's go.
All right.
Mayhem gets up, turns around, shrugs on his gray cloak with purple linings and green dots for like a belt. You see the window look like it's shattering and lights peeking through as it looks like it starts turning into a portal as there's five of these big windows. And the first one in the middle shifts and changes. And he looks back, going, "She turned my old outpost of training into a fortification." As it opens up, do all of you go through?
I might as well. I was going to get some health potions, but
Yeah, I go through.
Yep, I go through.
I can find some.
Kit buckled his pack of arrows around his chest diagonally, and he follows. I shall go too.
Mayhem grabs the case next to him, lifts it up. Go on, guys. If you guys jump through, he jumps last. As he jumps last, the magical necklace rings, and it closes back up, showing a different image on the stained glass. Kind of like a big group of us doing a Yellow Brick Road kind of thing. in stained glass form going to the top where there's a castle. I want everybody here to roll 1d100 as we are going through the portal. What did I get?
All right.
77.
66. Okay.
92.
79. 92. Okay.
52.
52. Spev. Or not Spev. Kit.
80.
80. I rolled a 66. Everybody succeeds. As we land down, the only one that has a kind of a rougher landing will be Maddie by her 50, but it'll be more comedic. Who do you want to have bounce off whose head? You have a whole group of people, or do you want to make it a couple? I want you to roll a d6. Wait, how many are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. A d4. Roll 1 d4, and that'll tell you how many people you're bouncing off their heads to land. Like your paws or your feet just go and just bounce off one, ding, 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 like Mario. As each one of us land cool and are in a nice way.
Ross lands,
Behind
instantly exhales, seeing a long breath of condensation coming from his lips.
Nope. And then as you guys do that, a Maddie appears behind or like above you guys, landing down on top of you. Who is it going to be, Maddie? 1 through 4.
Let me go get mine. Let's go see. It's gonna be 4.
Okay, so Kit. As it goes me, and then it goes Thunderbase, then Trooper, then Kit. You bounce on Kit, and then all 4 of us just one after another. But Kit, you're first. As you're standing there, Kit, what do you do before you feel cat paws smacking the top of your head, bouncing off like a springboard?
He stands after he kneels from the ground and after landing. Phew! Soft landing this time.
Right as you say that, how do you bounce off his head? Explain to me, Leah. Do acrobatics or athletics to make sure you're how you do your flips or whatever.
Okay. But also, she doesn't have paws. She's a cat girl.
But what kind of shoes?
Probably boots. But hell, she can put little cat paws in the bottom of her shoes. Sure, why not? Oh no. I rolled acrobatics. I only get a +2, and I rolled a 4, so that's a 6. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
She flies down, smacking the top of your head. She first slips backwards, like she fell on top of you and bounced right back up with a flip. Sadly for the next person she lands on, though, as Ross, as he just tilts his hat, seeing the condensation, how cold it is, getting ready to grab up his neck cover. All right, you should do that, trying to look cool. Boom! She lands on top of you, bouncing again. Roll another acrobatics or athletics for bouncing off Ross.
Okay.
Each one of us is taking damage by this. By the way, I will roll for that.
Okay. That's better. That is gonna be an 18.
Jeez. All right, now you get to explain to me how you catch yourself after you bounce off of Kit and flip right onto Ross.
Am I in like a room or like an open space?
Wait, can I do a dexterity save to see if I can just catch her?
No, I want her. I want the bounce. You can try to catch if you want, but it'll be more of a disadvantage.
I was gonna do catch her like this.
You still have to try to roll for disadvantage. She already got a high number of for succession for this.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a 12. I didn't do it.
Whoop.
You notice the shadow above you, and right when you look up, you see feet right to your face. She bounces off you. She flies at Edward Knight. Roll another acrobatics or athletics. See if you how horrible it is to Edward Knight and how you land on him like a memory relapse.
Oh.
You get
I rolled
it's
a
like
1.
triggered.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
I just hit him in. Can I just hit him in the face? I failed that hard.
Oh.
You just he's thinking about this, going, "I hope it doesn't happen." And right when he says, "I hope it doesn't happen again," whack! Right on top of his head, ding! And then right as he does that, you slip forward.
Make a
Kind of
deck
funny
save.
flip.
This is too funny.
Sorry about that. As I get up, brushing myself off. I totally meant to do that. Definitely.
Ross takes his hat off, brushes it off, and then puts it back on and goes, "Sure, you did."
Kid was on the ground and
Make a dexterity save.
Kid was on the ground with a face plant,
Dave.
dusting his hair off and face as he wags his face and all the dust off his hair. I spoke too soon. I thought it was gonna land gracious. Thanks, Maddie, for ruining the hair.
Well, I tried. It just didn't work out.
Maddie,
You should be careful with your landings, woman.
Well,
Maddie, you take
what do I take?
a dexterity save for when you're falling on top of a fire ganassi. As he is
11.
on fire.
11.
Okay.
9 points
Is it,
fire
what
damage.
is it? So you burnt yourself as you landed on him, taking also 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Same thing for you, though, Thunderbase. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as she landed on you. Well, it's technically doubled for you, so it's 12 for you. Mayhem in this order, seeing her falling, he trips forward trying to catch you guys and smacks his head off a rock, taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he was all in surprise. All of you just look like a cartoon tuned out crash. It just happened. Just bing, bing, bonk, thud. And then another person thuds.
Talk about a cartoon pinball.
Wait, isn't there still mayhem?
Up.
Yeah, what happened was is that I fell and hit my head.
Oh my goodness.
So after
Everybody's
rolling that one on you ends the fall
is
completely. which
everyone
makes it so
getting the bashes.
as each one of us takes the damage and walks away, Mayhem stands there with the crate that he almost crushed because I got a 19 on that, but I got a 6 on his luck for what was going to happen. He opens it up for all of you, and you see a bunch of potions. And he goes, each one of you can take 5. You may need them.
These looks good. Are we?
You
What kind of
take
potions
5
are they?
healing potions apiece.
What
You
kind,
said
of, what kind of potions are they, Henry?
Greater. 5 greater healing potions.
And how many potions do we take each?
5 apiece.
All right.
There's enough for each person.
And that's the green one?
Yes.
I'm going to say it.
Sweet.
That actually just.
That was a heck of an entrance we had.
That gives me 9 greater healing potions now and 1 supreme healing potion.
All right. So yeah, you guys take those.
Thanks to Miss Pussy
As
Boots
you
over
can-
here.
As do anybody want to look at them and see if they're unique or not or special?
I will.
Sure, I will too.
Not roll. I'm going to do a investigation check as you're grabbing them and looking at
Why
them.
not? All right, investigation check. Noted.
18 plus 7.
Okay.
Oh wow, nat 20 plus 8, 28.
28.
12
Okay.
plus 2, 14.
14. What'd you get, Maddie?
What was I supposed to roll? Sorry,
Investigation.
investigation.
Ugh.
I got 14s.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You're a little low for me.
I was pulled away from the mic. Sorry. I got a +2. I got a 15 for. What did you roll for yours? For investigation.
Nat 20 apparently.
Nice, nice.
Nat 20. Yay.
All right.
Yeah, you see, you know when cats are paying attention when they're in hunting mode.
Yeah.
Do you start doing the bird chatter?
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, so you do this and you look over. And you look at the sigil on these greater healing potions, and you see a magical L that has been insigniated in there. That's from Lunal, or it looks like an L in a inside of an M, and it's glowing, and it's of a green candle wax. It's brushed on like a earthy green, like a dark green. So when you look at it, usually the potions are either of a red or a blue mix. This one's like a tealish green mix, kind of glowing. So when you drink from one of these 5, you gain a plus d20 that you roll on top of every boost it has.
These
So-
feel very
Sweet.
special.
Indeed.
All right, so you guys look ahead as the wind blows roughly and the case closes. Mayhem sits it there and puts a little flag on it and goes, know where we are. You see like a very bright colored, like green beacon kind of flag, just binking kind of like illuminating, like it's glowing. And the case just sits sturdy in the snow. Now, for everybody, if you're attire, you're all wearing something of winter clothes as you guys were approached, and what kind of winter coats are each one of you wearing or whatnot?
I'm just wearing my good old
some-
duster that I never take off.
You don't have an extra shroud or poncho to throw over that?
Well, I figured since I'm a hybrid wear thing, I get an extra heat.
When you're transformed, yes, but not when you're your normal human form.
Oh,
Are you human?
I'm human.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely make a toll though. Unless you have like a poncho you can throw over, which you can just state that you have as like clothing, basic clothing, as survival gear, because that would make sense for you. To, if not, some kind of extra coat you throw over to keep yourself warm. Unless the magical means have an explanatory of keeping you warm in the freezing cold temperatures of like 0 and negative like 30. Because you will start taking saves on your constitution over time for your health, let alone your dexterity will be as affected as well. For you, Kit, what is your character wearing?
Oh, a wintry parka with fur around with fur like around his wrists, his neck, hood, and he wears a poncho. Wear like a a pattern of a green and gray poncho pattern around him.
Okay. As you do that, you have that over to keep yourself a bit warmer. It'll protect you a bit more from the cold. Edward Knight, what do you have? Because you're Fire Ganassi. This is just the worst kind of weather for you besides a watery area.
All he has is the leather armor he's wearing and an animal skin.
You drape the animal skin over you, kind of like a blanket or a poncho.
Yep.
It'll block out most of the wind.
Oh, I do have
And
my
what kind of
cold
animal would
disability.
it be? Yeah, it will give you disabilities or disadvantages. I mean, if you don't have anything to protect yourself properly from the cold winds. You see Mayhem still in his purple and green armor, which is magical and luminescent, but he still has this like coat draped over him that suits and hooks to his armor to warm him up, and then some esque of like a poncho thrown over that's in a darker colors with just the sigil in purple and green.
It's the Minotaur hide.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You'll be more protected with that wearing that over.
Yeah, because remember, I took when I killed it, I took the Minotaur's head and I took the hide.
Yeah. So, Leah, what does your character have? Does your character have anything that keeps herself warm in the cold weathers, or like something you explain that you have that's just basic to cover up?
Can I also investigate the crate and see if there's
She
anything?
would have
or
like a
winter clothing in there?
fur lined coat, like appropriate
Yeah.
like appropriate boots, and just pants.
All right, yeah.
Regular winter gear.
You have your winter attire on and ready, as it's nice and suited for you. For you, Ross, as you do a investigation check to see if you look into the crate and see if there's any supplies.
Haha! Dirty 20, 18 plus 2.
All right. You do see a couple survival gear equipment things, such as a small fish knife and some string and a fishing rod. But then you also look and see that there's a winter poncho. That if you flip it one way, it's a bright color. If you flip it the other way, it's a dark color.
Can I also find a pair of boots? It's called the Boots of Winterfell.
No,
A Winterland.
they weren't. They you can find those along the way possibly, but
Okay.
in the case there was only a couple things in there, and a couple rations of food, but that was it. And a hole through it where he slammed the flag. So you guys are all geared up and ready. Who wants to be the first in line as you guys head forward?
I'll go first.
So Kit, Mayhem. I know I got Ross. There we are. Ross. Edward Knight. And then Maddie. All right. You guys look forward. And go. So now you guys are on the other end over here. You're right there for all of you to see. You're about 15 to 20 feet away from these giant doors. You look up and ahead, see the snow all padded around. walls structured up partially by ice, partially by some kind of magical stone with an outline of energy you could see, like a weird dark blue and a weird light blue swirling together. You look forward and see one door on the left and one door on the right. Both of them closed shut. And just a cold, harsh wind blowing behind you all. I need you all to do a team survival check before you go any further to see how it is you reached into the cave cove without any disruption or traps.
A survival roll. Okay.
Oop,
18
already
plus
starting off
7,
bad.
15.
Nat 1
Ooh.
plus 9, 10.
Oh no.
I got 15. 8 plus 7.
I got a dirty 20, a 12 plus 8.
6 plus 8, so 14. It could have done
All right.
worse.
Anybody that got pretty much a 14. 14 and under are going to be affected by the cold for a moment.
Because I was sure I was about to say I rolled a 12 plus 2.
You roll a 12?
Plus 2, 14.
All right. 12 plus 2, 14. Okay, so you just barely make it. Leah just barely makes it. Ross barely makes it. Mayhem does. Edward Knight, though.
The brunt of it.
We're all walking down there. And as we're all heading forward, this gust of icy wind hits so hard right down your back. And as the wind goes above us, you hear kind of like ice shingles at first.
Oh, icicles.
Edward Knight, I would like you to do a perception check. As you look forward and up, you see a icicle flying down at you because you rolled in that one, and it hits you with a 21 damage.
Yeah, I don't even see it coming with a 3 plus 3, 6.
You're not even paying attention to the jingles. You're like, what is jingling? But whatever. And you hit the wind hits your back, and you're like, "Ooh!" Feels like your flame's about to go out. And as it does that, right to your right shoulder, this icy, piercing feeling stabs right into you. Of this 3 foot long, and at first it's like a couple centimeters all the way within maybe 4 to 5 inches around, stabs through your shoulder. And icy blood starts leaking out of you from your fiery
How much
body.
damage am I taking from this?
21 frost damage.
Oh,
Or ice damage.
that's scary.
Yeah, they're just entering and you're getting messed up. At least Edward Knight is.
I am going, because it's just an icicle, right?
Yeah.
I am going to just kind of heat up around me to try and
Melt it out, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 20 for me to see the effects of how this is going to go.
It's a 14 plus 7.
Okay. You got a 21. So you heat up all around and melt the ice as the hole in you starts closing up a little bit. Still hurts, but not damaged anymore as much. Not bleeding out, at least. You guys look up and you see Mayhem look forward, shake his head, going, I guess it's going to be time. And he transforms. I'll hold off the transformation. I was going to have him rush forward to one of the doors. Now, for all of us, which door are we going to choose? The left or the right? Or are we splitting the teams up? What do you guys suggest? As Mayhem looks at all of you. We can either split up or take a door.
Heads left.
Left. I call left.
Left.
My left side with me.
Yep, I got heads too. All right, Maddie, are you taking a heads as well,
Yep,
or
I am
tails?
taking. I'm going
All right.
to the left.
All right, so all of us head to the left door. We all enter through. Well, we try to at first. I need everybody here to do a strength check because we all start yanking at the door, realizing it's frozen kind of shut. Like it hasn't been opened in a while.
Nat 20 plus 3, 23.
16 plus 2, 18.
7 plus 4, 11.
10 minus 1, 9.
Okay. Comes down to mayhem now. All right. 13 plus. Where is it at? Plus 5. Okay, so 18. You guys all yank on the door at first, trying to pull it. It kind of cracking and nudging, and then Mayhem helps and walks up and rages. Pulls on the door, and you see a big crack along the ice that starts splitting and shifting the door open. As you see the snow shift down from under his feet, so he finally grounds to the ground, pulling and yanking. All the rest of you yanking and pulling together, it finally releases. Creaks open as you hear go.
Well, Ross looks over at Edward and goes, "Can't you use some of your heat from your fire to melt some of the ice off?"
He was off at that moment still from an icicle.
Even though I rolled a nat 20 for my strength.
You are the other person that helped. As Mayhem's yanking and pulling, Edward Knight isn't yanking and pulling. He just walks up and puts his hands to the door with his heat and just ignites, breaking more of the ice for Mayhem to actually yank it open more. All of you see a frosty entrance at first. I need all of you to either with your passive perception of 15 and up, or with a dice roll, tell me if you see anything. If you want a dice roll, that's when you can see more.
I got 17.
I have to do a dice roll since I only have a passive of 13.
You gotta be walking around with sunglasses or with glasses.
And I don't see anything with a nat 1 plus 3.
Is this perception?
Yes, to see what you see inside as you are entering.
I also have a dark vision of 60 feet. Plus, I have the glasses of night vision.
I have for passive perception, I have 24, and for dark vision, I have 60 feet.
So I, in theory, have really great dark vision, but 3 plus 8, so 11.
Eek.
Well,
Apparently
do you have a
I'm
little
really
A
bad
next
at
to it,
peeking.
or a D, like advantage
peek.
or disadvantage?
Me?
Yes.
If
there's a little A next to it, it means advantage. If there's a D, it's a disadvantage. So you can sometimes you get advantage in roll.
Advantage is green A, and the disadvantage is red D.
Not seeing that.
Okay. Well, then if it's a straight roll then. Okay, so all of you looking
blind right now.
Yeah, you and Maddie are more surprised with all the winds still blowing and gusting, as you guys are both the ones that try to help close the door back up. As everybody else comes through, you're more paying attention to that. As you push and the doors go closed from the wind, the rest of you look forward and see a snow-coved keep. It looks like it's been shaped into some kind of kingdom. You see snow-covered treasure chests. You see giant walls raised up in certain sections and areas. You see pillars in other areas and lookout towers, but you see a bunch of broken walls and Some that are broken dismay by it used to be fire, but then it turned to ice, or other things that just were iced out and broken. Like a battle happened here a while ago. Something epic. You look past and look ahead. You look to your left, and you see it looked like a giant snow-covered ball at first. And you see it stand up and shake. And you see a polar bear, a giant polar bear. And then when you look to your right, you see kind of like a icy tornado flux. Like a how can you say, those little tornado things in the westerns, but snowy.
Snow devil.
Thank you. So it'd be an ice devil.
Yeah, that's it. It's a nice devil.
So it just shakes around, or a frost devil, we'll call it, and spins around in a small frozen tornado.
Oh man.
What do all you guys say and react and do when you are looking and seeing on your left a giant polar bear, on your right this this frost devil that's just spinning around like a little
He
tornado?
It looks like we ran into a double collision of cold calamity. Polar bear on left, frozen tornado devil on the right.
Interesting.
What does Edward Knight say?
I have to roll another perception to even be able to see this. Last perception I rolled
All right.
at 1.
You are blind.
Yeah, I still don't see this.
Am I noticing this?
3, 7.
Am I noticing
Ross
this
adjusts
with my,
his
my
sunglasses.
cat night vision?
All right, so yeah, if you have that, you can.
His sunglasses of night vision, and says, "Interesting." This will be
Yes,
fun.
as certain parts of the cove of this area are dark, some are lighter. You look forward.
It shouldn't matter.
Edward Knight doesn't know what's going on at first.
I have dark vision,
Edward-
so it shouldn't matter.
Can I roll perception check to try
Boy,
to
you
try to
still
get
have,
Edward Knight's attention?
If I
That's
can't
what
roll
I'm
both of them, if I can't roll the right number, it's not gonna work.
your character is just distracted by something else at the time, paying attention to something else. You're looking ahead, and I would like you to roll a history check for me. And maybe this is what you are stalked by, as everybody else sees all this crazy stuff going on.
My history is a 15 plus 1, 16.
The 16. You remember this place before it was a frozen cove. Before the place that we entered was a frozen wasteland of frost and death. You remember this place used to be luscious, full of land. And everywhere that Mayhem's apprentice went, she turned things to ice. Dark shadow illumined around. This anger inside her from the past. She moved into a wooded area that for years was still beautiful and flourishing. And at one point, it looked like it was an endless fall for a decade plus. One day, the weather struck and rained for a couple days, flooding most of it. And then the frost came and the ice, and it never left. Some things were soaked over and then just flash frozen in a short period of time. And it became this winterland of frost. As you know, you trained here a couple times with your old apprentice. Everybody else, you're all seeing this wind creature flying around and moving, which I gotta see if it sees you, or you alerted it. Yes, 21, it sees you guys. The polar bear, that's, 17. Yeah, 17. He guys, roll for initiative. As you have polar bear running to your left about 10 feet away and this wind creature about 15 feet away. shifting around in a frosty ice pattern. The polar bear will be charging. The frost creature will be shooting something at you.
That one plus
So-
6, 7.
I got a 15. 4 plus 11.
15 plus 2, so 18.
I got a 16. 13 plus 3.
And what was yours again, Ross? For
It was
Chris?
a 15. A 4 plus 11.
15. Okay. And I got a 16 plus 5, a 21. Okay. Now let's go for them. That's 17 and a 3. So Mayhem looks over and sees the creatures and howls and transforms into his werewolf. I need everybody here to do a fear check. What is it?
Intimidation, you mean?
Are you wanting
Yeah,
us to do a Constitution save?
I think it's a Constitution save.
Mm. 18.
I have to do intimidation. I got a nat 20.
I got a
Yeah.
16. 12 plus 4.
4 plus
with-
14 plus 9, which is a 23.
I have a 19. 17 plus 2.
Okay. You see me with my intimidation of a 27, the nat 20. Rage and just transform and get thicker and turn into this 7-foot tall gray and black werewolf with these glowing green eyes and this purple aura. He rages and rushes right at the polar bear. As the polar bear raises up and goes to smack at him, and gets to attack. An 11 plus 12, so a 23. As he hits with the giant slayer mace, he does 10 points plus the bigger he is, so 20 points of damage right to it for the first swing. As he swings again with his second mace. 12, so 18. Nope, he misses. The polar bear has a 19 AC as he swings again. Now he goes for his bonus action. No, he already did it. He transformed. That is it for his turn. It is his action. That is 2 attacks per action. All right, it's now actually the polar bear's turn. He rolls a nat 1. Wow. Goes for a swipe on me, completely misses, leaving itself open for me to do a reaction, which will be retaliation. 17 plus 13.
Am I fast enough to take a shot at him?
You can make a reaction, but you still got to do an acrobatics or athletics. I got 10 damage plus the rage is 3 and the extra. Okay, 5 damage extra with that. Okay.
I got 29. 16 plus 13.
Lightning damage from the mace. Okay. So you see me smack back as it tries to go and hit me again. You take a pop shot. You said what was the number?
It was a 29.
29 to hit?
No, it was a 29
Or-
for my athletics. I mean,
Okay, so you do succeed in taking this pop shot real quickly. So was it your pistol or
Yeah.
was it your rifle that you were holding in your hand?
it was my pistol. It was a 16.
All right, so you roll a 16. You miss, sadly, though. You try to pop shot. The bullet whizzes past Mayhem, whizzes right past the polar bear as it flies into the snow. and you see a small explosion in the snow. Mayhem looks back, going, "The hell!" As the bear gets to attack one more time. A 14 plus 10, a 24. You hit Mayhem. As Mayhem gets bitch slapped right to the ground right after, as he looks back at Ross, going, "Really?" As the bullet flew past and just whack and just got slammed down to the ground, taking 30 points, but it's cut in half, and then again for the rage. Okay, so
The half of
10
30.
points of damage.
Half of 30 is 15.
Yeah, and then it gets to be minus again for the rage damage.
Ugh.
So 10 points of bludgeoning damage that slapped down to the ground instead of taking 30.
Rage.
Mayhem looks back up, and the bear gets to do its bonus action. 7 plus 10, 17. He misses as he goes for a body stomp to try to crush my head. I roll out of the way as it slams past me. As I rolled 11 plus 8 for acrobatics. So that ends Mayhem's. Mayhem already had his turn end, but that was the polar bear's turn. Now it's shifting down to you guys. It is Maddie. Maddie, what are you doing? And then after Maddie is Kit. Kit, you're right after Maddie.
I would like to transform into an animal, but I want to know how. Am I in like a very large space? Is there a ceiling I should take account of? If I look up, about how much am I seeing?
You look up and see the ceiling being about 40 to 50 feet, maybe higher, and just with covered ice spikes, some about 10 feet long, and drip down. If anybody ever did avalanche, you guys are screwed. You look back and see the towers reaching about 40. So yeah, the ceiling's about 80 feet or more. You can see these towers about 35 to 40 feet tall. The walls about 20 feet tall.
I would
You
like
see
to
all these
turn.
creatures
Yep.
about 15 feet away from a wall.
Okay. Could I turn into an adolescent white dragon?
A young white dragon.
Yep.
I got the blue eyes white dragon.
Perfect. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what I turn into. Blue eyes white dragon.
Oh dear. As her being a level 20 druid, an assassin druid. Gotta get it out without knocking it down. I will show you. I know people love Blue Eyes. I love Buster Blader. That's my favorite. Which fights this? Maddie just transforms into the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's funny. I even have other White Dragons, but this one works great. Haven't had a chance to actually use it, I think. All right, so Maddie, you transform into this big dragon right in front of everybody. Because Blue Eyes, even in a young form, is still big. As all of us see you grow. Switch me out for a werewolf now. Right there. Mouse shooting this way, Kit move this way, Edward move this way. Maddie, you're a giant freaking dragon. All right, so you used your bonus action to be going. No, wait, you don't think you need an action anymore when you're a druid level 20? Do you? No, I think it's I can't remember. I'll check. You transform into this giant dragon. Right in front of everybody. What is everybody's reaction when you see this giant, like 30, almost 40-foot tall, blue-eyed white dragon? You're like, whoa, hang on now. This is one white dragon. It's scary as hell.
Yeah, she
And
is
I-
like 4'10", turning into the blue eyes white
Yeah.
dragon.
And I thought Spev could only do that.
I only had a perception of 11. I don't see it.
And I thought only Spev was
You have to have at least
see the
10 to
druid.
see this thing, how big it
But
is.
but wow, that's a big dragon.
I just go, yes, I am.
I, all Edward says is, Jesus, everyone just transforming?
And then as that
Not
happens,
me, Edward.
um, that is dragon.
You faded out.
Unless you're muted or you're connected to your headset again. Llama.
Who do I? What happened?
Okay. Damn it, Llama. Where introduce yourself as you just appeared into the world. I still have you have a roll for that in a minute, though.
Hello, I am Llama.
All right. Llama, I would like you to roll 2d20 for me as we're starting this, and then roll your initiative right after.
Can I roll your 2D?
You want me to roll for you? She's not rolling
Oh,
D's
I-
nuts.
I wanted to roll your 2Ds nuts.
Oh, damn it, Llama. All right. What'd you roll for your 2d20? First one's light, second one's dark.
I got an 8 and a 20.
And a nat 20. So 8 in light and 20 in dark. All right. I need you to roll for initiative, and then after that, you'll pop in, and the Supreme Emma Lord has shown up. As Leah will start her or finish her turn right after you appear.
I don't have initiative in this life.
It's the very top of your character.
It's right next to the
Plus
profile picture.
7.
Yep. Damn, your initiative 7?
Yeah, no, I was looking everywhere except for that one spot.
So what's the plus number?
Yes.
There's a plus number for the initiative. What's that number?
Oh, no, there is no plus number for that initiative.
Your initiative is just 7?
Yep.
All right, you and Edward both have to roll a d20 to see who goes last, as you both have 7 for your initiative.
2.
Are you serious? Hey, Mayhem, take a look at my roll in the app.
2. Wow, both of you re-roll again.
This time it was a 20.
Okay, and he got a 13.
Man, I was gonna fuck with them. Ruin my fun.
Oh yeah, I did. I ruined it. I effing ruined it.
You ruined it, Henry. You ruined it.
Damn it, Mayhem.
All right, now. Haha.
How the tables have
You-
turned.
For Maddie, what do you do for your one action as a dragon?
I would like to do which enemy is closer to me? I will do a claw attack at.
You are right in front of the wind creature that is about to cast an ice attack. As it looks up and sees this cute little 4-foot lady turn into this 30-foot dragon, going, "Hang on now, I was going to cast. Never mind."
I just go boo, slap. Let's see. Now let's see if it hits.
All right, intimidation. He got a nat 1. He failed instantly. Whatever you were going to roll for intimidation.
It would have rolled a 15. Not like it would have mattered.
Yeah, it game over for him. He freaks out, loses concentration of his spell. You slap him. How much do you? What are you rolling for slap? For
Um,
or claw attack? It should be. I have the white dragon card in here.
it says 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
That's 9 plus 4, so 13.
Okay. Now where's the white dragon? I know I actually have the card. There's black dragon. There's blue. There it is. Go with. Do you want? You said adult.
I said adolescent.
Because there's that or ancient. Ancient's the stronger. Well, yeah, it can only go as That's all I got. I don't have the adolescence. Still strong enough for you though.
Yep.
AC is 18. Your strength of +6, constitution's +6. Hey, you got some good stuff. Really good passive perception right now, 23. Blind sight. You got stealth and perception pluses. Yeah, your claw attack is a 11.5 foot distance. So anything within over 10 feet ahead of you, you can slap. It's a 13 plus 2d6 plus 6. Oh, that's damage. Sorry. To hit is a plus 11. It's a 5 foot range claw attack. Sorry, I read those backwards. All right, so yeah, 13 plus those 2d6. So what were those 2d6?
That is a 9.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, because in my cards it just says it's that one. Because Ancient's the very powerful one. So a 9 plus 13.
9.
All right. All right, so a 22.
Is that a question mark
Uh,
at the end of that sentence?
My brain's melting because someone just messaged me.
Sorry, I
Don't message
farted.
me while I'm... Damn it, llama. Get it, brain fart. All right. This wind creature just looks at you with shock and awe. And because it failed its save, it can't do a reaction. You get 2 physical attacks with the claws, so you want one more attack?
Yes.
All right, do one more attack with your claw.
Well, that's a nat 20 to hit.
Oh, geez.
That definitely hits.
Whatever, Morty.
All right, so it's a 31 to hit then. So you got a 13 plus 2d6 plus 6.
That is 12 plus the other things.
All right, so 12, so it's 25,
What other
and that'll
things?
be times. So the nat 20, making it a 50. So how do you want to do this to the wind creature that thought it was going to be cool and badass? It's just like, I'm going to cast this cool ice. Nope. You just swat it. Explain to me how you take out this wind vortex ice creature.
I slap him and he just goes off into the distance, never to be seen again.
It's like just swatting away the wind as it just goes away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gone like the wind.
Looks like it's blasting
Right.
off again.
Right. All right, that's all that Maddie can do. Is there anything you say before you end your turn?
Good.
As dragon? Mid. That's funny. All right, Kit. It is now your turn.
Well, since the polar bear is
What
the
do you
only
do?
thing left.
Yep, you see the polar bear.
All right. I'm gonna go in for. Let's see what we hit. I'm gonna take aim with the. I'm gonna go ahead and take aim with the crossbow.
All right, roll for an attack.
Uh, a 16 plus 5, 21 to hit.
You hit. Explain where you're hitting with the crossbow.
Okay, for a kid, he runs towards it, and he happens to stood behind both. Who's all attacked? Who attacked the polar bear? Was it Mayhem and Ross?
Yes, Ross fired and missed. Mayhem slapped it with his maces twice,
Okay, so
and
Kit
missed
runs
the third
past
time.
Ross. Excuse me, Ross. He stops right where Mayhem is at, and then he takes aim at this crossbow and aim to shoot directly at the polar bear's neck.
Because you have mastery in your crossbow, you can fire point blank. So yes, that
All
works.
right, so I have to roll for damage, which is the D10.
Yep, 'cause you got to roll 20. You got a 21 for a hit. His AC is 19.
All right, so roll D10 for D10 plus 5 to hit. And also, do I have to roll a
All
D?
right.
Do I roll a D6 for element?
Yes, you roll a d6 for element.
All right, I'm gonna start with the element and then start with the damage. Okay, for the element, it is a 3.
All right, I got it in here somewhere. There it is. Three. Three is electricity. So you shoot it within a shocking lightning bolt.
All right, and for
So
damage,
you get a +8 for your dice roll. Avi.
all
Right
right,
back.
and for
I can
damage,
still hear.
I roll a 10 plus 5, 15 damage. 15 of piercing damage. And you said I roll for the for element damage. Let's see. I roll a d6 for that. Let's see. It is a 2 for damage, for electric damage. Uh-oh, where'd he go?
He's watching you from the shadows.
Like a creeper.
Oh no, he's not going to explode.
Okay.
Wait, who's going to explode? All right, I'm back.
You, because
Sorry.
you're a creeper watching him from the shadows.
That's horrible.
I
Please
rolled-
don't do that to me.
I had rolled for damage with d10. It was a 10 plus 5, 15 piercing damage, and for elemental roll for it was 2 electric damage. 2 for electric damage.
All right, so you did 17 points altogether. You shocked it as well. You heard it. It's not dead, but it's close. As I slapped the hell out of it, now you just shot it in the neck, and now it's bleeding from its neck with a little zap to its heart.
All right, one more attack. I'm gonna try to take aim with the javelin this time.
All right, attack with the javelin, and then that will end your turn if you're reloading your crossbow.
All right. Okay. A 9
Physical
plus 11. A 9 plus 11. 20. Does
30
20
20.
hit?
All right. Yes, a 30 20 does hit. How much damage?
All right. I gotta roll a d6 for this one. So, for javelin, it is a 4 plus 5, 9 damage, piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage. You severely hurt it. You still get one more attack with your physical attack. What's that last attack going to be with that spear?
Ooh. This will be a good one. Let's see. I think I'm going to use one more. I'm going to use that crossbow for one more.
Okay.
Crossbow. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Roll for hit. Let's see what we got. A 17 plus 5, 22.
All right, so you hit. How much damage are you doing?
All right, let's see what the damages we got. And I got to roll for element damage as well. So, D10 and a D6. A 7 plus 5, 12 piercing damage, and 2 for electric damage.
All right, so you get the kill on this. How do you want to do this?
All right.
You shot it, stabbed it, and you shot it again.
First shot, shock. First shot with a shocking with a crossbow. Second one is with a rushing javelin through its neck again, and for final measure, it takes it out with another shocking crossbow arrow, piercing it as esophagus, causing a choke on its windpipe, causing the bear to fall backwards. Bear hunting is
So,
not my thing, but you're welcome.
all right, so it drops down in front of all of us.
Timber.
As you're sitting there, you notice it gets quiet for a moment.
Hey, why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden?
I lost my pants.
Damn it, Llama. All right, Llama, you appear. Is there anything you say to the team as you're appearing before us, like above us, floating around in this magical table?
I brought my fluff ball. And then that's when my pet llama pops up.
As it plops to the ground in front of all of us, just looking at us, magically intuned and created. It's like your attack guard llama.
Yep. And I want to polymorph him.
Oh dear. Into what?
I shall call him Lamaris, in which he essentially just grows 2 more heads.
So you just Cerberus, but llama?
Llama form, yes. Llama Cerberus. Lamaris.
Interesting.
Here's Bubba's flying. Summons out his llama, which now grows 2 extra heads. I don't have a 3-headed llama. So.
Well, that's okay. I yell Lamaris. I choose you.
Mayhem just puts down his head and goes, "Oh, copyright." I'm joking horribly. That's funny. What do you guys say or do as you notice this? He summons out his llama. What is all your reactions? Go with Ross, and then everybody else.
Ross ignores llama and walks over to his bow bear, unsheathing his straight silver, and start carving up the meat, the bear for meat and clothing.
I thought I smelled something rotten in the air. Why it's so quiet?
Are you gonna make this bear pelt into a winter coat for you to protect you from the winds?
Yes.
All right. It'll take you a few minutes. Let me roll, or let me get the timer. Here we go. Okay. And as he's doing that, everybody else, what are you guys doing in this moment? As Leah's going to be a dragon for a while, as she can transform and do it for as long as she wants right now, being a high-level druid.
I thought I was smelling bad oats, and I thought I smelled bad oats and bad fur.
Hey, I gave him a bath.
Yeah, and what? Dead wheat?
Sees you guys talking and then looks over at the giant blue dragon and goes, "So, Maddie, I didn't realize you could be a giant dragon. Holy crap!"
It can be whatever you want. Depends how much booze you give me.
He smiles, going, "You're gonna love our pub we have in the kingdom."
She reminded me of my little friend Spev. But except
Spev and her, I think, hang out. It's
llama
scary.
Offers a bottle of rum to become a llama.
That's hilarious. He just looks over, going, "We're not going to have a giant llama running around. That'll be terrifying."
Why not?
Llama dragons. I don't know if they can. You should try to make a llama dragon. Llama over
Yeah,
here's like,
I'll
let
just,
me search right now on the internet.
May just
Llama.
goes, "Don't give me ideas."
Please don't. We don't
Right.
need a giant. We don't need gigantic monster fight.
I just rolled a net 20 plus 6 for stealth. Edward is changed into a bat.
What was it?
A nat 20 plus 6 for stealth. I changed into a bat.
Turn to a bat. Okay. As you're all having this conversation, Ross just finishing. Well, not finishing. He's still about halfway. He's about halfway finishing the pelt. You guys hear a noise. They think I will let them in my keep. Who are you? In my new domain. Who are you? And is that a fucking dragon?
No, I'm in Tabaxi. I just say very matter of factly, like it isn't weird for a dragon to be saying they're Tabaxi.
And what are you doing here?
You're at the backseat. Everybody roll a perception check for me, except for Ross, as he is still carving and grinding away. Unless Ross wants to look ahead while he's cutting.
All right.
No, he's too busy using up the bear, cutting up the bear fare.
He's
Okay, you're focused.
He's skinning the bear.
We're going to make sure there's no excess meat or blood hanging off the skin when he pelts it.
There's also, I'm wiping blood away from my face as I'm cutting. I'm getting blood splat. I'm just going and just wiping it away.
You're going hardcore on that. Just yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, it's my straight silver.
2 minutes left on his stuff.
21.
The rest of you,
A 7 plus 14 for perception.
okay. And
That
then
is-
what did
Dirty 20
get,
for
Maddie?
perception.
30-20? Okay. What'd you get, Edward Knight?
It was a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, I got a for me. Oops, wrong direction. There you go. I got a +8 to my perception. Wow, I got a 18 plus 8, so 26. You guys see this eyeball peeking around a corner of an icy wall with like red eyes, but like a blue top skin, looking like. And it just boos you out a little bit. And you see it opened up big when it mentioned about the dragon and then closed back up and then pull itself away for anybody that got over 16 and up. Anybody want to go over there and approach and see what this strange eyeball thing was peeking around the corner?
I would
can I
like
roll
to
for
approach
can I roll
as
for
much
stealth?
as I can.
Can I roll for stealth to move in a slow manner? As
You can roll for stealth.
All right, roll for stealth as I get close to it. Here we go.
And Ross, you have finished carving up this
15
pelt
plus 15,
and
30.
getting it ready.
15 plus 15, 30.
Okay. You roll in stealth and throw your cloak hood over you, which turns you damn near invisible.
And nice and snuggly and warm.
And you head past.
There you go. I made a llama dragon.
That's hilarious. Leah, what does your Maddie do as a dragon as she reaches forward?
Yes, I try to open the door, even though I'm probably like the last thing they're trying to find.
A big dragon arm comes around to the doorway and just goes to grab at it. I'm gonna need you to do a dexterity check to make sure that you can grab at this door properly without just smashing your dragon claw to it or through it.
Okay, I have a lovely 0 in that because I'm so dexterous as a giant ice
Yeah, you got a 0 on
creature.
dexterity.
I still rolled a 15, so
Okay. You managed, even with your big claws, you pinch and just get at the door just right and just open it and start reaching your hand in, and it freaks out for a moment. Don't get to me! No, no, no! And it just freaks out. What all the rest of you do as you come around each corner is one is the door is now pretty much broken open by that. The other one is a partially broken down wall, but still be able to either climb through or someone to jump over. What do you guys do or say as you head forward towards this door path and you hear the creature freaking out as this dragon is reaching inside?
Edward's basically just kind of getting an overhead view of things as a bat.
Kid still under stealth, tiptoeing towards the opening.
Ross is walking calmly, now with his stealthy new snugly warm fur fur, wiping the blade on the snow to clean it.
I ride my llama into the doorway, charge in as they all have their tongues hanging from their mouths. And I yell, "Tally ho!
Tally ho!
Tally ho!"
Once more, dear friends, onto the breach.
All right. Lo and behold, as you run through and run past, you go through the opening area, and it's freaking out, turning around. It sees all of you running around to the other end where it's trying to make its great escape. You see Mayhem jump out as a werewolf. You see Edward Knight coming up from the back, far. Kit quietly and sneakily going behind people's shadows to not be seen, and Llama busting through past everybody with this three-headed llama tally-hoing right over the wall straight at this thing. And I need Llama to do an intimidation check with advantage for the strangeness and the silliness, but at the same time for what's also going on with Leah for terrifying this thing from the one side.
17 plus 1. What's the advantage portion?
It means you get to roll twice, and you take the highest number of the two rolls.
Yeah, so the 17 plus 1.
All right, so 18. 18 is the succession, as it needed at least a 15. It freaks out and doesn't know what it's seeing as it's seeing this three-headed llama charging at it. And as it tries to look at you with one of its beams for its magic, it realizes it's so scared it can't think straight, so its magic's not working properly. As you see a beholder that's been there for a while, but alone, losing its mind. And it sees you guys. What do you guys do? What is everybody's reaction? We'll let off back from the top for the stuff. We'll have Ross start, and then we're gonna go with Llama, then Thunderbase, and then go back to the top.
Ross presses into the shack and starts to go into hiding, loading his rifle as he goes.
Okay. Okay, what about Leah? Not Leah, sorry. Llama and Edward Knight.
What are we reacting to again?
We're going back into a combat style form if we're attacking him, or are we trying to scare him into listening to us and working with us? Because you can have him work with us because you guys have succeeded on your intimidation check, and also get a giant white dragon that is scared of thinking it's going to be eaten by a giant white dragon.
Did you say a giant white dragon thinking it's going to be eaten by a giant white dragon?
I don't really have a reaction because I'm a bat up on the top.
The bat's just flying and watching, going, "Man, I love being man bat."
Can I attempt to hug it and yell "new friend"?
tall are you?
Now, I am Gum Gum.
You can
I'm
try
all,
go.
You're my friend now. I am Gum.
all the way up with the stalactites. So
Okay, so you're hanging off the ice spikes and everything above.
yeah.
Llama, roll a persuasion check. Technically, you have advantage in the weirdest way as it looks at you confused as you ride up, scaring the hell out of it, and then having your llamas bark at it horribly and aggressively.
You
What
said
do you?
Did you say roll with advantage?
Yes. As your llamas bark like dogs at him.
17 plus 1.
Let's come up here.
18 again. All right, you. Let's see if you succeed at that. Yes, you got a 12 plus 2, a 14. Yep. He fails it. You succeed as he now believes you're his friend. As you scared the hell out of him so much, he's like, "So be friend or get eaten by llamas." Okay, I'll be your friend. I have magic to turn other people's magic off.
Hi, I am Overlord Llama. I am hugging. We are hugging now. I am Llama.
I just keep
he
chanting llamas.
Llama, blinks at you and hears all this and goes, "Don't
The
mess with the
hell?
llama." Okay, so you
I
guys
shall
have
call him
convinced-
Fluffy Butt.
You convinced a beholder and called him Fluffy Butt as he's sitting there going, "I don't know what Fluffy Butt is, but thank you."
You are Fluffy Butt.
Gives you this look of
You guys
funny.
can see this. I'd like to see you guys make a perception on this one.
Can I use my passive?
I got a 22.
I have a 17 passive, so is that good enough?
What are we seeing?
You're gonna need a over 20 to see this.
Okay, I'll roll.
I don't see shit, apparently.
Well, I got 27. How about that?
Awesome.
Okay, there you go.
Net 20
And
didn't.
He
Where'd
sees
Sage go?
into the future.
He said he'll be right back.
Oh. Probably getting something warm up. Look cold where he's at. Okay.
Hello to everyone else.
Oh, that's great. Three-headed llama. That's what
Well,
you
those
see.
of you that rolled over a 20 see a small little white bunny rabbit trying to hide amongst the snow in there.
Oh no!
Killer
But
rabbit.
it's been following you since you guys entered.
Is this rabbit dynamite?
There is a rabbit actually.
What are you doing?
So, what is that? Your spy, or is it
Remember, I said Louisville's a druid.
true? So, is he trying to attack right now, or is he
He's
just
waiting
watching
for
him?
the right moment. I just was seeing if any of you guys noticed the rabbit following you guys.
Mayhem's the only one it seems. As he looks
Mayhem,
over, goes,
Mayhem and Ross both see because Ross rolled us 27.
27. Yep. So we both see it.
This is an enemy,
You hear
right?
Mayhem go, no, killer rabbit.
That's why I was making the joke.
Yeah.
This rabbit's dynamite.
So do you want to throw some dynamite at it as you say that?
No, I'm going to take a pot shot at it with my rifle.
All right.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Good cry now.
Does that count if two different people do it?
I got a 21. 15 plus 6.
You hit.
Yeah, you just shot this damn rabbit. All right, how much damage
4
are you doing?
plus 3 plus 6, 13 damage.
You just pop, and blood splats against the wall. The beholder looks over. and sees this bunny.
Yeah, I take a blink step to get out to reorient myself to get out of the way.
The bunny darts off to try and find a different area to be.
All right, that means that Ross gets one more shot for attack of opportunity as the bunny is jumping out the window. I need you an acrobatics or athletics check for jumping out the window.
36. That 20 plus 16.
I got
So you
a
hit.
13 plus 7 for my athletics. So
Right as you jump out the
30,
window, you get
20.
shot again. How much damage is that trooper as he's popping you in the air, like shooting a bunny right in the air as it jumped?
16. 3 plus 7 plus 6.
All right, and you jump out and pop and get shot right out the window, running away, trying to tell.
Doing that, you all of a sudden see a dark elf. You see the bunny turn into a dark elf as it's out the window, and and the dark elf just
Hitting the snow.
falls to the ground.
And you hear, well, I look it down out the window and I look down. I look out the window and look down at it and go like, well, we ain't spying no more, aren't we? As I
Mine. As Mayhem runs past you, jumps out the window. Mine! Wow, okay. There's a 3 and a net 20, but I gotta take the advantage after the. Okay, yep. I jump out the window and lunge right at you. Now I get advantage with my attack. So I could take the 10, not the 5. Okay. That plus. So 22 to hit as I lunge at you and claw attack with lightning claws.
Yep.
Doing 17 points of slashing damage and 3 points of purple lightning damage. And I roll to the ground, catching myself with acrobatics athletics. A 19 plus 11. Sliding to the ground, standing up, getting ready for another attack, but that'll end my reaction and action. All right. Don the Sage, what is Kit doing?
Okay, give me a recap of what's happening.
All right, so this little white bunny was hanging out in the room as we befriended a beholder. As the beholder looked back and seen the bunny, and so did Mayhem and Ross. Everybody else more distracted by everything else going on. And Leah being a giant thrashing through the one door, scaring the hell out of the beholder. This white bunny shot and hops out the window. Right as it hops out the window, Ross pulls out and pops shots at it one more time. As right when he does, he exceeds the bunny's health, turning him back into his regular dark elf form, flapping into the snow with some blood on him. And right as Ross says his line, he just hears mine, mine, mine right behind him as a werewolf jumps right past him, right out the window, lunging at this assassin. Clawing him once across the back with his claws and standing there above him now. So what do as you're in the room seeing this happen as Mayhem lunges out the window, and you see out the window that there's this dark elf getting back up and Mayhem's just standing up like at him, looking at him, ready for a fight.
Well, Kit will walk towards the window, but not jump out of it. He takes his crossbow and take aim in hopes to hit whomever the entity as the enemy is.
Lana was hugging. Edward Knight's bat. Mayhem jumps out the window. Now for the guys. Boom.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for hit and see what happens. Okay, here we go. A 15 plus 5, 20. Does 20 hit?
Yes. Wait, I don't know. Does it hit? Does a 20 hit? Thunderbase for.
20 is the armor class.
All right. So you will take. You'll get hit.
So do I roll for damage, or do I have to, or what?
I would say it would be like a half damage thing.
All right, so
You're
whatever I
taking a
roll.
graze.
So whatever I
You're taking a
roll.
graze.
All right.
Yeah. So those.
All right. So let's see. D10. All right, here we go. It rolls a 9 plus 5, 14 piercing damage and 5 electric damage.
So it'll be 7 and 3, so 10 damage altogether. As it rips past his shoulder, stands up with 2 bullet holes, his back clawed, and a crossbow bolt that slashed and shocked him. What does your character say for? Well, how do you say his name again?
Louisville.
Louisville. All right, for Louisville. How? What does he say as he has this all struck at him real quickly?
He doesn't really say anything. He's not much of a talker unless it's to his superior.
You don't even see Edward Knight right now because
Mm-mm.
Edward Knight is hiding above in the shadows in the ice spikes as a bat.
Yep. And so basically, what he does is I need those that are within 20. Okay, so yeah, 20-foot
It
radius.
would count for me. Everybody else is still in the building
10-foot
behind the
dimension.
wall.
Yeah, 20-foot dimension, 10
Yep. So you're
bright and 10 dim.
So you won't hit anybody in the house, just me. As Mayhem's
It's
standing right
not
there.
like a physical attack. I need them to do a dexterity save. Anyone
All
within
right, me.
20.
Dexterity is +5. Okay, so 8 plus 5,
13.
13.
Okay, you guys are blinded because I just all of a sudden pretty much do a solar flare, making bright
All right, so
light
Mayhem
right
gets.
in front of your eyes.
Everybody was looking out the window at the time, which would be Ross and Kit. They get flashed. Mayhem gets flashed. So this gives you a chance to get away.
Yep,
Is this what you want
that's
to try
exactly
to do?
what he's doing. He's darting away.
You flash stepping or you dimension dooring?
He's misty step.
Misty stepping? Okay. So I go, oh, my eyes! As I try to look and I cannot see past as I failed my.
What kind of light is this?
I think he flashed me as dong. No wonder no one sees drow elves. I don't know. Just joking. But
Kids get
looking
dizzy.
around
Kid gets
blind-
dizzy and get confused at the same time, saying random things. The stars are flying tonight, and the sunlight is beaming like daisies in the meadows.
Mayhem looks over going, what kind of drugs are you on?
My
As he
life
looks
is
back,
my
trying
life.
to see, blinking.
I feel alive in the deserts full of tumbleweeds and daisies, and the cactus is
Oh, dude.
dancing in the moonlight.
This is the first time I ever had Kit tell me this much. He just starts laughing. All right, for your character, what do you how far are you going with your Misty Step?
He can move 30 feet per misty step.
Louisville. So you 30 you just flash and then Misty Step. You
Yep.
can take a bonus action to. Well, no, you
And
did
then I'm
that.
gonna dash after I do the
Yep,
Misty
and-
Step away.
Can Ross take another
Alright, so-
shot?
No,
No, you were
are
blinded
with-
if you were looking out.
Okay.
So he blinds me, blinds you guys. Does the Misty Step that's 30 feet, 5, 10, 15.
Yep. And if I dash, then that makes 60 more feet after the Misty Step.
You make it to here.
Can
right
I
up
set?
with him back into the.
Can I send Fluffy
and
Butt
then-
after him?
I am going to roll
Good, but someone has to
stealth.
tell you what just happened.
15 plus 3, 18 on my stealth to try and hide.
All right, so I got to roll with disadvantage. I take the 6 plus what? What's my perception? Play this character a million times, can't remember it. That's a plus 8. All right, so 6 plus 8. I don't see it.
14.
I got a 14. What did you guys get?
What are we rolling?
It's perception, but with disadvantage for those who got flashed, which would be me, Ross, and Kit. And then Llama would be a regular roll, and Leah would be a regular roll.
You said perception.
Yep, you got to exceed an 18. If you do not exceed an 18, you lose Louisville. Louisville.
I got a 4
Louisville.
plus 3. Is that high enough?
Louisville. What was it?
Me being a dumbass, I got a 7 total.
Oh,
4 plus
definitely
3.
not. Leah, what did you get?
11 plus what's the modifier for this?
It's your perception.
Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, perception is under that's 11 plus 2 13.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks
No,
like
none of us
Edward's the
see.
only one that got to see because I rolled for him and he rolled a nat 20 plus 3, 23. So he's the only one that saw where Louisville went.
So do you want Edward to pursue by himself,
Yes.
alone, as a solo?
Yep, he's just going to start
Okay.
flying off as the bat, going after him.
All right, so you can use your action for extra speed and then your bonus action as well
Yep,
if you want to keep going.
yep, using his entire turn to move that direction.
Just follow in the distance in the shadows.
Yep.
Maybe this for now. All right. Use this. Flap away. Flying around. You get to a little over here area. As he's right about here now. As you're above him, 25 to 30 feet above him, flying as a bat. That'll end your turn, though, for you. Where were we? Edward's done. Back to the very top. Mayhem rubs his eyes. Get that beholder to help us out. We have some pain to go, Elish. As we start running forward,
Pain, passion,
Mayhem's going to...
play, passion, and pleasure is your best friend and enemy.
There's the wind struck I got to deal with. See if the winds will hit me heavy. I take acrobatics. Plus 11, so 6 plus 11, 17. And then again for the bigger one, 17 plus 11.
I noticed
28.
last hit.
We make it past,
like killed.
and the giant winds that come this way, I make it past as well. I hit it through here. That's all I can do for my moment of turn, and as far as I can get. That'll end me. At the time, it is now Leah's turn as Maddie as the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay. So is there any chance I can get through the door I opened as Blue Eyes White Dragon?
You could just rip through the door if you wanted.
I want to try to bite the beholder like I'm a dog going after a tennis ball. Well, at least want to try.
Well, he's on your team now, unless you
Oh,
you do just
oh.
want to attack him.
No,
Yeah,
no. If he's on our
Llama
team,
persuaded
I
him
know.
to join.
Yep,
Then
I
it-
hugged him and called him new friend, and now he new friend, and his name is Mr. Fluffy Butt.
Okay, will not eat Mr. Fluffy Butt.
As now he's traumatized forever, but he will help you guys in fight because he's so terrified that you're going to get eaten by the dragon.
Now, for the record, if anybody wants to know what Llamaris looks like, he's the right picture with the 3 llama heads.
That's great. The one with the white background?
Yep,
Okay, yep.
that is
We
the
just got
llama.
to put a wizard riding it.
Yep, that is Llamaris who intimidated the beholder.
I sent you a picture. I'll resend it again. It's on a D&D chat of what Llama looks like when he with his magical wizard ball thing. So,
I got so many windows open, dude.
oh, I know. It's going to be text message through your phone. I think Dark Trooper posted it as well. I don't know if it was in memes or if it was in D&G General.
About what?
The funny meme of a wizard with the goblin ball butt.
Oh yeah, I think I put it in. Either
Probably
general
me.
or inappropriate humor.
You are inappropriate humor.
Your face is inappropriate humor.
Only when I reveal
believe
it to people.
But yes, I would like to make a new door and go
All right,
through
you
the
pull right.
quote unquote door.
Good lord.
Okay. So you just rip your arm through and just bring out the door.
Yeah. So I have to roll for that.
All right, just do a strength check because of how big you are and how strong you are. Here you go, Llama. I just sent it to you in regular text.
Yeah, no, I already found the image in the inappropriate humor.
That is
I-
perfect.
I rolled a 3
That is Llama.
plus
Yeah,
6.
The temptation to change my image.
I'd say do that with the one that has the 3 with the dog ones, the dog head ones. So you have that llama like that, and then you have the 3-headed llama with the white background next to it.
That's it. That's that. The
All
other
right,
one
so-
for his private when the in-game llama is in his private chambers.
Yeah, these are his too. All right, so for Leah,
I rolled a 9
you do
total.
this, but it's a plus with your strength. Wow, actually it's +0. What the hell? Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. No, yeah. But you're still a dragon by a large base, so I would still say you at least have some kind of strength of it. I'd say +5 at least. I usually do a +10. But we'll go off your bite modifier, which is a +5.
That gives me an
So it's
8
enough
then.
to break. Okay. You break the door, but it doesn't become a new doorway, it just kind of becomes a hole. And do you want to move forward as well, or do you want to?
Yes. I'm gonna go and try to go in the room.
You turned. Okay, so you head forward, and that'll take the rest of your turn, unless you're going to attack at something from a distance. If not, it'll be Kit's turn, and after Kit, it will be Ross. So, what do you say, Leaf, when you finish your turn as Maddie, the blue-eyes white dragon, secretly a Tabasky?
I say hello to the new teammate. As friendly as a can manage to look.
The Beholder starts freaking out. He's on your side! I never want to piss him off again!
She's on your side.
It's a she even worse! Ah! Female dragons are scarier! Yeah, can you make them angrier? Okay, so your characters are set. You move forward. You've seen Mayhem rush past. You have a beholder floating behind you, and llama. Now it is Kit's turn. Kit, what are you doing as you were hiding stealthily, and then you fired with the crossbow, got blinded, and now you can see again? Are you jumping through the window straight forward, or are you coming around the doorway?
I'm I'm going out. I'm going right where you guys are where you guys are heading to. He shook his head and tried to get back into consciousness. Whew, that was a flash of light and right before my eyes. Where is everybody? Wait for
You can
me!
If you're running past straight to, right behind Mayhem, you had to do a acrobatics or athletics to see if you succeed the high winds that are rising as you're heading up. Seems like the cove goes down and then up and then into an angle slope.
All right. Okay, for athletics and athletics and acrobatics. Okay, great. Here we go. I rolled a. Let's see. I rolled a 4 plus 15 acrobatics 19.
Okay. You make it past the first section, rushing and running and doing your numerous kind of flips in the air. You want to keep going and pressing on with the using your next action to get further?
Yes.
All right. So you push. You make pass. I need to do another acrobatics and athletics to see if you get caught in the high winds down this tunnel.
All right. Here we go again. A 13 plus 15, 28.
You successfully run right past, catching right up with the werewolf mayhem. All right, that'll be all you can do for now before ending your turn. Is there anything you say as you catch up to mayhem?
Mayhem, wait! Don't leave me behind. I'll grab you by your tail to keep up. Just
You better not. As he looks back.
Just slow down, you blasted canine. I don't want to think for my giant eye.
All right. Now Ross's turn. What is Ross doing? Ross Huckabee.
First, can Ross see what's his face?
No, you guys all failed the check. He already ran past your guys' vision up past, so he's within a different section that you cannot see until you get closer. You'd have to run pretty much to where Mayhem and Kit are right now to see because of the angling.
How far away is Kit and Mayhem? Is he about 30 feet?
No, way more. They're about 90 feet away. They used all their actions, their bonus actions, and everything else just to run across. So you can run halfway, or you can run full way, or you can scout out, because the further you go in, the more likely you'll be able to see. But right now you cannot until you get further, because you're still in a house.
I take my revolver out and shoot it into the floor to use blink step.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can use it as a
the house
magical action. Never mind. I'm using it as a magical action, and I'm teleporting 30 feet towards you guys.
All right, and then you're going to start rushing, or
yeah, then I'm going to start rushing.
All right, what's your normal movement speed?
Well, if the blink step does 30 feet, I had a normal one. And my normal speed...
Blink step to the first heavy winds area.
Let's see.
The first heavy winds area is this way.
Where do I see movement stuff?
That'll be in the back area. I think you have like 30 or 40.
Oh, here we go. Walking of 50 feet, 55 feet.
Wow, you got 55 feet. Okay, so
that's just walking.
Do athletics or athletics first to see if you can make it through.
24, 16 plus 8.
Yeah, so you blink step and then you run right past Mayhem and Kit.
I'm going so fast, the fur just flies. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Mayhem and Kit just see this brown and white blur as we're more having a conversation about Kit grabbing my tail and me telling him not to. You run ahead as Mayhem finally looks back up and sees you, and he's just so confused, going, "You were just behind me in a house. How?" Never mind. Get him. All right, so you still that took your you took your bonus action for one for your blink step, and then you took your action to no, that was your regular stepping. That wasn't even a so you still have one action.
Am I close enough to see? I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can see him.
Yes, you can do that.
Does 13 count?
No, you'll not be able to see him with a 13.
Okay, then that's it for me.
Okay, you look forward. You can't see him because of the winds and everything brushing past in like a snow. That ends your turn. As now it is Llama's turn.
I want to give the big dragon a cookie and say, friend or food?
Llama is our friend.
All right,
not
Leah.
Food.
What do you say, Leah, as your giant dragon just getting handed a random cookie by Llama?
Well, first, I eat the cookie.
What kind of cookie? But first, wait. We have to find out first thing. What kind of cookie?
Yeah. Oatmeal raisin.
That is heresy.
It was magical cookie
hard.
that gives you the flavor in which you desire.
Okay, that works.
She got the desire cookie she wanted that she hasn't had in a long time. Smirks about it and trudges off.
But she no answer
right,
if
Llama,
she is
that-
friend or foe or food.
Friend.
Well,
I am friend.
Lamaris is sad. He wanted to eat the big dragon.
what the hell?
Eating tabax. I just tell him eating tabaxis is frowned on.
Eating llamas is against galactic law.
All right, Ed. Llama, is there anything you do before you end your turn? Do you head forward, or are you just talking with the giant dragon?
No, I jump on Lamaris afterwards and charge after Mayhem.
All right.
Well, you couldn't pick a better animal because llamas are just.
Acrobatics or athletics check. You have advantage because you have your Llamaris. You're riding.
Sorry, what was I rolling? There was a trooper talking as well.
Acrobatics or athletics. And Leah, you can also fly as a dragon.
I rolled an 18.
You succeed and reach with Kit and or Kit and Mayhem. As we're right here.
As I catch up to both of you, I yell, "I got cookies!" And I hold up a bag of cookies.
Keep the cookies right now. We've got to keep moving.
I throw a cookie at was it Kit?
Kit.
Yep, I throw a cookie at Kit Head.
Make an attack. Roll a d20 plus 5 at Kit.
I rolled a 2.
You completely miss Kit's head, chucking a cookie as it flings and smacks Mayhem in the back of the head. It's just covered in cookie, going, "The hell just happened?"
He did it.
Okay.
He tried to hit me with it. He did it.
Magical cookie
As we all
attack.
argue, as we all argue on the steps trying to climb up, something will happen shortly. Edward Knight, it is your turn before something happens.
He's just going to be following Louisville to see where he heads.
Okay. You see him running past this giant, white-looking, skinned guy, and with armor of the same sigil, but as a giant Goliath, like a bigger Goliath than normal. As you flap past and follow, you see the frosty smoke appear at first. You see him run ahead. Finally, he stops and looks up, and I would like you to roll a perception check for me to see what you see as you're looking downward at Louisville, running to this frozen-looking castle top of a house.
12 plus 3, 15.
15. Okay. You see him talking, and you kind of hear his words out, not fully, saying something of my queen. They've arrived. They're coming for the prisoners' souls. They want them. They want them back so they can. And as it says that, she looks over, going, "You fool! They're already here." As she rolls a 19 plus 8 and looks up and sees you.
No.
Edward Knight, is your transforming into a bat magical or by the cloak or by you?
It's by the cloak.
Okay. She looks up at you and raises this frozen-looking wand, points it, and casts a spell.
Uh-oh.
All right, at 6th level. It's a 16 plus 5 for her magic. So what'd you roll for a save?
What am I roll? Which save am I rolling?
This would be a wisdom save.
Wisdom? Okay. 19 plus 3. So 24. 2.
Okay.
22.
19 plus 3 is a 22.
2.
We both roll a 22. So, all right, she rolls again. Oh, it was plus 5 with my 19. Sorry. So I had a 24. You're sitting there hanging there at first, and then you go poof right back to yourself. Explain to me how you're hanging off an ice spike.
Like how any other bat would. The talons on the
And
feet and the claws on the wing.
you poof back into Edward Knight, and now it's your feet, like your boots, grazed against the ice, trying to hook, wondering what just happened. I need you to do a dexterity save to see if you can grasp onto this without sliding off. Because you're now melting the
19
ice
plus 3,
substantially fast.
22 again.
Okay. You start sticking your hand partially into it to melt your hand to hold yourself in place long enough as water starts dripping under you and hitting the above them.
Long enough for me to activate my shoes.
All right. As you do that, the top of it starts melting and cracking and snapping off and falling downward, which now I have to make him, or for her. Yeah, she saves with a dirty 20, but I need your Louisville to
Dex save.
do a dex save.
A 15 plus
Because another
3.
ice spike is coming down. 15 plus 3, so 18.
Yep.
He just barely dodges out of the way of this ice spike slamming down as you start flying with your boots. She looks past and smiles. You can deal with him, can't you? I have means of others. She smiles. And you see her turn into like a fog. This woman that's about 5'6", pale skin, icy blue eyes, and blondish silver hair, long down her shoulders, and this coat and gear that's mostly white, gray, and red. She dissipates into a foggy aura of ice and sways past. All right, so Edward Knight, you're now going to be fighting against Louisville. Louisville needs to roll a initiative. And then for the rest of us, Elijah Snowwolf is going to be meeting us where we're all climbing
18,
up.
15 plus 3, 18.
Okay. So, all of us climb up as a team up this way. Elijah turning into her smoke, icy form.
I have a climbing of 55 feet.
Yep, you're halfway up. I need all of you that are on the ice
55
slope.
feet.
That'll be Dark Trooper, Mayhem, Llama, and Kit to do a dexterity save with disadvantage as everything just hit hard with the wind and the ice as it just slopes down at you. Leah, you're fine because you're a giant dragon standing.
I got a net 20, but but since it's disadvantage, I got a 13 plus 5, 18.
So am I flying or am I just standing, watching them all?
Which one
You
are
know,
you
you could
choosing?
have let us all fly on your back, you know.
I got
Or are
double.
you standing?
I got double 15.
Okay. So it's a critical. That counts. Kit, you just barely make it from sliding backwards. Llama, what did you roll? For Llama, the Overlord. I need you to do a dexterity save with disadvantage, please. Mayhem got +5, but he got a 10, so it's a 15. So he barely makes it. Same with Sage the Intelligent for Kit.
I am ready to catch anyone that doesn't quite make it.
All right. Ross, what was your number that you rolled for Dark Trooper? What did you roll for your you have disadvantage.
I had 18. I had 13
With
plus
disadvantage?
5, but I
Yeah, it
also
was
got
net
a net
20 and the other one was 18. So Ross makes it. Llama, what did you roll? Llama had to step away for a minute. Let me see. Be right back. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Let me roll for Llama then. Dexterity +4. So, all right, he just barely makes it with a 15 as well. Wow, surprised. All of you got 15 in different ways.
No, I got an 18.
Oh, okay. Well, you got an 18. Everybody else got it. Just funny. The snow.
I had a critical.
Lands.
I had double 15, so that's a critical.
You got a critical, so it made it for you. The snow rushes down, and then Maddie, flying as a white dragon, looks over as it goes right under her feet. And as you guys look up, you see this icy-looking cloud formation of a woman's face with a bunch of swarming ice around her. Like it looks like hair, but in a storm kind of fashion. She looks at all of you. I can finally take you out, Mayhem, for good. As her hands start turning into ice, like giant spikes. That'll end her turn, though, for now. Now it's back to the top. Mayhem goes and rushes forward, swiping. The 11 plus 12, 23 to hit. He hits. And a 19 plus 11. One does 15 damage. The other one does 20 damage as he slashes a pass with a lightning altogether and his claws. Goes for a bonus attack with a 12 plus 12 for that one, making it 24, doing 17 points of damage plus the lightning on top of that one. Where is the d6 go? Aha! 3 more points of lightning. Mayhem's turn is done. It is now Maddie's turn. You were big giant blue and white dragon. What are you doing? As you see Mayhem slashing at this giant icy looking cloud woman, and as he
Okay.
rips past, you start seeing a real person behind it, like she's making it a shield. What do you do?
I would like to fly closer to the ice woman or slash ice projection.
All right, you fly up to her. Well, what are you trying to do? Are you here it is. Wrong character. Look at... All right, you're immune to cold, so everything she does to you is only half damage if she does do anything to you.
Awesome.
So you have your multi-attack, you have bite, claw, tail, frightful presence, cold breath attack, which it'll do half damage to her instead. And there's wing attack, and and you still got your tail attack and stuff. Physical
I
attacks
would
will mess
like
her up,
to go.
attacks-
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go above her and then use the cold breath so I don't hit Mayhem.
You're gonna hit her with ice moves when she is ice. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can still hit
Yes,
with a
great.
swing or tail attack. That's up to you, or a claw attack, or bite. As I rushed up to here.
I guess I will first try. Yes, I'll first. No. Right. I will do tail then.
All right, tail attack it is.
That is 16 plus 11. Does that hit?
15 plus 11, 26, yes.
Tail whip.
Yes. It was effective.
Super effective.
That's not how you break ice.
Well, she does that.
That is going to be a 13 plus 6 for damage. 19.
Okay. As you see the cloud start dissipating and taking severe damage, you see it looks like she's struggling with the fight. Now you can still do one more attack as a multi-attack, and then you'll be able to you'll have a bonus action after that. We have one more physical attack, or you can do a bite attack instead.
I would like to bite.
I mean, that sounds physical
All right.
too.
Yeah. I mean, he's
It is
right.
a technical.
Hmm.
It is 2 attacks. So that would be another attack. All right. Fails for dex save, anyways.
16. That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Because she failed her dex save, you hit the presence that she created and bite at that, removing this giant ice cloud wall that she was creating as you snapped through it. Now you just see her standing there above all of you. She just looks up going, "Seems you came prepared with a real dragon. Or is it?"
That is gonna be 16 damage. And I will do my best and I will do a dragon roar, pretending I'm a real dragon. So she'll probably see through me.
Rawr, I'm a dragon.
Yes, yes. Rawr!
Right. Hey, sure, Druid, you do transform into one. You sound like one when you do it. You think you're going rawr, but in all reality, all I hear is. She's like, "Oh, okay, dragon."
Llama looks
That
up
will
and goes,
end.
Rawr, I'm a dinosaur.
Now it'll be Llama. We'll get to you in 1 second. It was Leah. All right, next is Kit. What are you doing, Kit? Kit, and then Ross, and then Llama.
So while everyone is attacking, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a bonus action, which doesn't require anything, but just called sneak attack. Just roll 10 d6s. Here we go. This is just a direct attack. And I rolled a total of, let's see, give me a second because I got to add.
You
Ooh, that's a
shooting with
lot
your
to add.
crossbow?
This is a sneak. This is just the bonus action of called sneak attack, so it's not rolling for the. It's just rolling for the attack, direct attack.
Yeah.
Okay. 12. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot to add. Excuse me, guys. So the total I have accounted is 29 total, which is for
Okay.
which is automatic damage. 29 for sneak attack damage.
As you do this to her, and she does not see it coming, she steps back with a rip in her shoulder. Surprised. All right, now you're gonna do a regular attack.
Yep. Let's do it.
Now, what's it gonna be? A javelin attack or a crossbow attack?
We're gonna start with a crossbow attack.
All right, fire away.
Okay. I got a 19 plus 5, 24. Does it hit?
It does hit. All right.
All right.
Explain
Time
me
to roll
how-
for
oh,
damage. All right, here we go. Okay, we have 6 plus 4, 10 piercing damage, and 3 electric damage.
all right. She stands there, bleeding, looking at you, surprised. Huh, they sent the other second-rate assassin after me. What is this, a joke? And she just looks over, bleeding, looking at you with this rage. What do you do next? You still have one more. Was that? Yeah, it was your crossbow attack, right?
Yes.
All right, and that one's finished. Then you did your bonus action already. That was your sneak attack. So that'll end your turn. Is there anything you say before you end your turn to Elijah Snowwolf?
I heard things about you, but you yet has not. But so the story is true. Your heart is cold as just of the hard rock skin you carry. I would not.
She smirks and smiles at you, covered in ice.
I will not let you fight off no more destruction. I will help as much as I can.
You're going to be prisoners just like the last few.
Try
The
me.
Shadow Blades failed. You will too.
Oh yeah? Try me.
All right, and that ends your turn. Now it's Ross's turn. Ross, what are you doing as you're up the wall steps as well, and you see this combat happening between Elijah Snowwolf and Kit and Mayhem attacking as well as a giant dragon just attacked. You're the last on the list in this group besides Llama sitting behind you.
I will place a hunter's mark on what's her face,
Elijah.
Alicia, a 3rd level.
All right. Is this something I got to roll for, or is it just automatically?
Let me read. I only think I have to roll for it if I hit her.
All right, so I got to roll to attack.
Hang on. He's buffering, being dumb.
Fail.
It
Need real dice. I gave you real dice. You have real dice.
as a marker you, but now I'm gonna hit it with gonna take my rifle and hit her. Getting 18.
All right. So did you missed both? She steps back, smiling. All right. You still have your.
No, I'm
Or
going to
you
use
use your action and you-
I'm going to grab the hilt of my straight silver, use the luck spell on it. And since I don't like that, so I'm going to grab it, use my luck spell, and roll again. I got a 25.
Okay. You hit that time.
Doing
This does Hunter's Mark now.
plus the D6, plus the extra D6 because of the Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
making it 16.
Okay, so 16 points of damage she takes. Steps back, blood down her shoulders. Surprised. That ends your turn now. Is there anything you say before you end your turn? Before it goes to Llama?
I blink step because it's automatic. And
Okay.
I quick step to a new position and to take.
Where do you blink step?
To a position where she can't see me.
So behind her?
Yeah.
All right. You blink step behind her. And the winds are frigid up there, but you have a coat that protects you. Okay.
Yeah, thanks to
That'll
one
end
of
your
her polar
turn.
bears.
All right. Llama, it is now your turn. What are you doing as Llama before it goes to Edward Knight? Llama, you're muted.
Lies, slander, slanderous lies. Lamarus attempts to bite with one head and spit with another, while the third one licks it.
All right. Roll 2d20, and I'll let you know if they succeed in their strange attack. What's your highest number? Your 2d20.
I rolled a nat 20 and a 19.
Okay. All right. Explain to me how you attack, and you're going to be doing 16 points of biting damage, and 4 points of spitting damage, and no points of lick damage. It just grosses her out.
The Lamarus charges in, the middle head lunges in to bite, pick a body part. It's fine. While the next one does a poison spit attack, and then the third one didn't know what to do to be different, so it just decided to lick it.
So you bite at her arm. She screams. The other one turns and spits right at her face, burning her face. And the other one just starts licking her elbow for some weird reason.
What are we
Alright.
fighting again?
The Ice Queen, as
Okay.
she just now horribly got strangely insulted by this three-headed attacking llama.
Oh yeah, I also offer a cookie that is also magical, but it does not give the desired taste on this one.
She slaps it away in a paw and disgust.
Well, that's not nice.
All right, now you still have your action besides your llama. Your llama did its thing. Now, what is the Grand Arch Sage doing?
I guess he'll do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, do Hellish Rebuke. Tell me how much damage it is if you hit.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here looking at it on one spot and then don't even. Now if I can
Is
just.
it a save or a hit?
Nope, I'm just failing to get what I was trying to do to. Trying to remember how to. Here we go.
A character, I think, has it.
Uh, Hellish Rebuke, level 10. Or, sorry, 9th level.
Ninth level.
Rolled 49.
49 damage. Wow. You just wrecked her with a lot of damage. Let's see, what else does it do? That one's a really good one. 49 damage. You see just her skin and veins start changing to a different color. She starts becoming like a pane of dried hup, like frozen fruit in a way, as it looks like she got frostbite in a bad way now because of your shenanigans at first distracting her before you did hellish rebuke to her. She's hurt, but it's about halfway now. All right, Edward Knight, you are floating above the man you trained. What do you do? As your other team is across from you fighting, you're facing off against the other assassin, just as good as you. It's almost like your two characters playing in a movie trying to fight each other. What does Edward Knight do?
He's gonna first fire his bow at him.
Floating in the air, firing his bow.
Nice. 19 plus 9. Perfect. 28. It's giving him 7 points of piercing damage. Second arrow. 8 plus 9. I miss. And for the bonus action, flying down at him with the halberd.
So you miss. He dodges them, laughing at you, gives
No,
you
I,
the finger,
I
and you
got
start flying.
I got him the first one. The second one missed.
Oh my god, someone's phone. Get it off. Llama. My poor ears.
So I hit the first with the first arrow. The second arrow is a miss, and now I'm swinging down with my halberd with the 5 plus 12, which is also
So
a
you hit him,
miss.
you missed, and then you go for the swing, and he sidesteps you,
Mhm.
taking a reaction, hitting you with a 22. As you're flying past him, he is going to do a reaction. Now, what is it that he's doing? Is it a kick, a slash, or
He
a magical?
going to slash at me because he uses a Vorpal longsword.
Ooh, that was dangerous. Slashing you.
With a 5 plus 10.
All right, you take that damage.
No,
And
my armor
what
class
do you
is
say?
21.
Yeah, he hit with a 22 with what I rolled.
Mm. Okay.
So how much damage do you take from that slash as he
5.
you fly past and he dodges?
5 points of
Take
damage.
5 points of slashing damage. As you both are standing face to face now, as it ends your turn.
Yep.
It's now his turn. Now you can attack yourself with that. And then we'll flip back up to the top where Mayhem gets to attack, and then Maddie, and then Alasia.
Oh,
So Alasia
I,
gets
I
attack.
chose to take another swing with it. Nat 20.
With what?
The Vorpal.
To who?
He's fighting Edward.
I know. No, Edward's the one
It's
oh, you're attacking
Louisville's
him.
turn.
So, oh, duh, I got those backwards.
Louisville has a
So you just,
Vorpal as well. Louisville and
so you
Edward are
just
my two characters
decapitated.
with the Vorpal.
Yeah, you just decapitated and killed your Edward Knight.
Yep.
Wow, that's dark. Stop killing yourself. Stop killing yourself. So, as your last moments as
Nice
Edward
done.
Knight, yeah, that's the one thing that kills him.
And that's all Louisville can do. He only
And
has
this is
one action.
you've seen as you did all these heroic attacks, getting ready for this fight as Edward Knight, preparing yourself, teaching your apprentice how to take your own head off if they ever came to combat one day. You gifted him a Vorpal longsword a long time ago, forgetting that the gift you gave him is the gift that took from you. As you slayed many with it, as now you were slain with it, as you watched your team fighting the Frost Queen. In the last moments, you see is your team getting hit with ice, trying to fight back. And then you see yourself, like your head just rolls off and it goes sideways and then upside down and hits. And you see the standing of your body dropping to its knees and falling ahead of you. In your last moments blinking, you see Louisville standing above you. What is Louisville doing as your last moments as Edward Knight as he sees?
He's just flipping the blood off the blade and is like, finally, you can rest in peace.
As your flame, your body finally goes out completely from your head into the body. Your eyes blink one last time and close. As now the trainee, the apprentice, became the master and took out his own master that trained him many years ago. As the Shadow Kingdom now has a new throne open. Unless someone brings you back the true resurrection, which all comes down to Zenta, Lunal, or I think Llama here. Which they first have to know and find out that you're dead. Because you're just got decapitated and now Louisville's going after us. Okay. You head what else does Louisville do? Does he turn around and start heading at us, or he just stand there and wait? What is he doing?
He's taking those potions that he had on him.
All right, so he's robbing Edward Knight's body, stealing the potions that Lunal had given. So he gains those 5 magical special greater healing potions. So that'll end it for him. Well, now we go back to the top. Alasia gets to do her mass winter storm. I need everybody here to do a Constitution save with disadvantage as she's doing a frozen meteor. As you see portals opening up above us, and these giant ice balls are flying and slamming down. As like a desperation with her health when she's bleeding everywhere. All right. What did everybody get for their Constitution saves?
19.
19. Okay. You got your plus modifier. You only get to do one save. Dark Trooper, I need you to do a
17,
Constitution.
17 plus 2, 19.
Yes.
You need to do a Constitution save. And then, okay, so what was yours again, Sage?
17 plus 2, 19.
19. Okay. And with Llama, we gotta know what yours was. And
19 plus
Mayhem.
6, 25.
I got 18 and 18. I got double 18s. Woot. With a plus 5. All right, all of us succeed as this icy blizzard hits, and you need at least an 18 as it slams down all these frost ice balls, just smashing, and everything it hits turns to ice. Even the giant spider that was getting ready to lunge at us just got hit because he rolled a 2 plus 3. So she gets ticked off and goes for a big kick at Mayhem with a 22 to hit. Is that a 22? Nope. Yep. She misses because that's a 23 for him as I raise up my animated shield and she smacks against it. She goes for her next attack. A 17 plus 6, a 23 now hits me. And doing 12 points of bludgeoning damage with 4 points of frost damage, but it gets cut in half the bludgeoning damage, so it's a 6, so it turns to 10 damage altogether. That ends her turn, and now it's Mayhem's turn as he looks at her. A nat 20 plus 12, a 32 to hit. Damage, 19 plus how much for 5, so 24. So 48 damage altogether as I slashing claw attack with the critical. One more, double 5s, so that counts as a critical. I hit, doing 19 more points plus 3 more, so 22 turns into 44 damage. As I slash at her and her last hit points drop. For how do you want to do this? I want to do it as a team. What do you guys... Mayhem goes and slashes up at her and says that the difference between him and her is he has a team. And he kicks her in the chest up in the air. What do you guys do as he launches her up in the
I
air?
blink step and slash her from the side.
All right, roll for an attack. Kit, what are you doing? And Llama, what are you doing as you see her being thrown up in the air for a finisher? What is each thing you're going to do?
I got a dirty 20, 18 plus 12.
18 plus 12.
What
Okay.
am I rolling?
It's just an attack of choice of what you want to do to help finish off Elijah Snowwolf as Mayhem dropped her last hit points because Maddie for Leah messed her up bad. And the rest of you guys did right after. So explain to me in an imagination of what you see when you see Mayhem slash at her with both his werewolf claws, taking her last hit points pretty much, and then kicking her up in the air. And then you see Ross slashing at her with a sword. What does Kit do, and what does for Dama Sage, and then what does Llama do, and what does Leah do at the end?
Oh,
Leah, we're gonna give you the ending of it because you're the dragon, so you could pretty much eat her if you wanted, or slap her with a tail or a claw. It's up to you.
Nah, she would taste too salty.
Kinda. Dom, you are still muted.
Llama's actually playing fetch with Lamaris and throwing 3 balls at once, watching him try to run in all 3 directions.
You just see the heads just yanking different directions as it keeps falling down, trying to figure out which way to go.
Yeah, and they will
while
periodically
you're-
change which ball they're chasing too.
That makes it even funnier. Sage, what do you do?
Ooh, that's a good question because Kit was.
You see you're flying in the air, slashed by a sword and werewolf claws, and kicked in the air.
I'm just he He slowly lowered down his weapon as he watches while everything is flying. He started to smile like for excitement, like now that's something to be excited for. Now that's what they call it. Why they call it a winter hopper, and it's a wonderland to watch. Do it again.
Okay. As you say that, Leah, the body's flying in there. Do you want to smack it with your tail or claw it, or just you leave it alone?
No, no. What I want to do is I want to freeze it and then rake it so the body gets destroyed.
All right, so you see her flying in the air, ripped apart from our claws and attacks and everything, and she's bleeding everywhere. And you just frost breath her right there in mid-air, turning into a giant frost sickle. And you grab it and swing it down like a club, and just as it hits the ground, it shatters her in little pieces. The one thing that gave her power is now the one thing that destroyed her. As her magical essence is pulled from her body back into an amulet that Mayhem has. Now, Louisville, are you witnessing all this and then leaving, or are you trying to fight us? Or are you going to try to tune in for a later time for as a villain?
Let's tune in later.
All right, so Louisville watches and witnesses Alasia dying as he knows and knew it was going to happen. He did his job. He was only asked to stop Edward Knight. He wasn't asked to fight the rest of us. He turns back and walks and does the shadow step that Edward Knight did for many years and what he was known and feared for. It's now this dark elf is the one that mastered the shadows. Harder to see in the dark than Edward Knight, faster and meaner than Edward Knight, and far more intimidating as he does not play around. As the last thing you see as you look back as the portal closes behind you in the shadows is the body of your mentor. And you going, I'm the master now. And the portal closes. The last thing he hears before the portal closes is Alasia Snowwolf screaming her last moments before being horribly smashed into an ice block of doom. After the smash happens, Mayhem looks around frantically for his family, or his son, and the rest of the team. Snow starts melting, strangely and fast, like there was a magic grasping at it the whole time until someone's life was extinguished. You see what is under it, the normal castle cove and some greening and growth. I want everybody here to do a perception check for me that is within the group and see if they can find the magical essence of the old team.
I got double sevens, 14.
All right. Mayhem got 15 plus 8.
8 plus 3.
So 20.
14
Okay. Well, what did you get?
plus 1.
Oh, sorry, Lee.
Oh, sorry.
14 plus 1,
Yeah,
15.
15.
You're good. Sage, you're muted again. What did you get for your roll?
I rolled a 13. What are we rolling for? Initiative or something?
No, this is perception.
Okay,
This
okay,
is
so it's
looking.
13 plus 14, 27.
Okay. So all of you look around, and the only ones that really see it is Mayhem and Kit. You look and see a soul tree. A tree that has grown and is known by magic of many different auras. That was only taught to a few people. Lunal taught this as she was taught from her masters years ago. And she taught it to Alasia. As all of you approach and head back down the cove, you see this tree standing 20 feet, 30 feet tall. Branches hanging out in giant, colorful fruits. Each one of them looking like there's a person inside these giant, glowing, see-through fruits. You see each one of the members of the Shadow Blades. As Mayhem nods and grabs at a sigil, speaking to Lunal, a portal opens up by. Some of the guards head out and pick each one. As they walk them through, they see the magical essence dissipate from these giant fruits, and they look back into being just regular bodies. As they all look severely tired, injured, or knocked out, but none dead. Just unconscious in a lost dream. They head back through, as all of you do through the portal as well. Back to the werewolf keep of the Were Kingdom. Luna walks up and says it's going to be a few days before they wake up from their consciousness and what happened, and they'll tell us. She's not sure what to happen next. Mayhem walks through the portal at the very end, holding the body of Edward Knight on the head. As Lunal points at the apothecary area and says, I'll take care of it. He'll come back to life, don't worry. And she goes and grabs special gems and diamonds. And she says, it'll be a little while too. He was killed by a magical blade. I have to do a magical reconnection. They all close the portal behind them. Mayhem comes back with a bag, a piece of gold. Each one of you, he hands a bag of 1,000 gold and 1 platinum. As said on the list, thank you all for helping. Edward will get his when he comes back too. But we have a new enemy to deal with, someone that's just as good as him, if not scarier. We may have taken out our apprentice, but the other one got away. Will we get him, or will he take one of us out at a time? As he looks over, seeing the Shadow Blades team all laying in the beds, unconscious. Not sure who will survive. Mayhem closes the door and walks away. As the rest of you,
Are they covering front?
what do all you do with your earnings? You take your earnings and leave, or
Ross raises his hat and says, "Much obliged. I must go and replenish some of my supplies, and then I'll go to my inn and rest."
all right. Mayhem walks up to Maddie and says, "You get free drinks for the whole week. The pub is down the hall to the left, 3 marks down.
Sounds good. I
Here's your bag of money." Gives you 1,000
yep.
gold and nods.
Like I have to
And a
check
platinum.
in with some suppliers here anyway. So
He nods, and here's your 1 platinum. He tosses it to you. Kit, what do you do?
Kid is staring at the glass pane window as one grows dim, as it was it was the cause of Edward Knight's of death, which means he just stood there with just staring at it. Doesn't just emotionless, don't know what to think of. He's still
Watching him in the
processing his
memory.
emotions.
All right, Llama, what is your character doing?
Is Fluffy Butt still with us?
Yeah, he actually joined the kingdom now, and now is guarding the kingdom.
Did Fluffy Butt
Unless
get
you
ahead
have
of money?
friends. He got a platinum. Only one though. He didn't get the gold because that wasn't part of the contract.
I'm gonna take whatever I get and take Fluffy Butt to go get cookies.
All right, you just see Llama riding a three-headed llama out the giant door with a beholder flying behind him with a funny cape
So
that goes over each eye that has a llama symbol.
before Llama heads off, it's like, so I got like free drinks for the rest of the week. If you want to take advantage of that.
All right. Are we going? Are you saying we're going to get drinks?
Yes.
And you guys head out to go get cookies and drinks.
Cookies and drinks.
As for that whole week, you two just hang out at the pub, drinking more alcohol than anybody's ever seen, let alone the bakery has never been filled with this many cookies before.
For the record, they went out of business the next day.
They did. They had to get a new bakery in there because you literally used all their supplies and they couldn't get more. Because Mayhem didn't tell them that it was going to be all free until after. Which they freaked out. Mayhem goes and sits at his throne and looks at a list of people and looks back at the armors that are hanging above the people that did combat with him for the past 40 plus years or more. Seeming as the story is 30 years in the future.
Of course, well, yeah.
Mayhem looks back. As he looks back, and Lunal taps him on the hand. They keep the castle keep of the wares closed for a while, and only allow in those with the special sigils, which are you guys and a few others. And they take their long rest that they need, and take care of the kingdom for a while until their daughter takes over as the new queen, as Mayhem and Lunal go back on their adventures through the magical book, changing things through time every once in a while, depending on the universe of their storybook. The rest of you guys all rest off and take long rests for your characters until the next time we have a level 20 story with our unique characters for the stories. The next time we do a character story besides the new story we're starting will be the Shadow Blades and the Awakening of Shadow Blades. That'll be sometime next year. For the rest of this year, we're going to be doing Gundam episodes, except for one Nightmare Before Christmas episode. And then we're starting our new characters next year for our level 1 session that we will figure out a name for at our session 0 that you guys may or may not be hearing or seeing until we get things going.
We shall call it Return of Fluffy Butt.
And there might be Fluffy Butt, because actually you can technically make a side character beholder, which I have actually. He's a NPC style version, which is smaller and
It
weaker.
is now an heirloom that I passed down through the generations.
That will be funny. And this will be a story that's back at 30 years in the past of where the original story actually comes from, the original storyline, as we are the new level 1 characters in our level 20 area of all this kingdom and people and all stuff running around. You also get to meet a younger version of Ross, which will still be a level 20, but it'll be a younger version of him. And the first time that Brisbane will be around will be within that time period originally. So you guys remember that we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. Now, to you all and to you all.
That was my ass.
Good night. Damn it, Llama. All right, is there anything anybody wants to say before we end this tonight? Because on Sundays is when we do Rolling to Die at 6 p.m. to around 9:30, depending.
Damn, I wish I could have made it today.
And right.
Left.
And for anybody else, would you guys like to say anything before we end this?
Tune in on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chaotic Mind podcast. Be there or be square.
Yes, we're going to study our left from our right. You're right, I left.
Damn it, Llama.
Damn you. He left before we could scold him.
Have a good night and
All right, Sage.
have a good night and remember to pray to your dice gods.
Yes.
And always
Thank
remember
you,
that
Leah, and thank you for joining us again.
And thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to your friends. And remember, stay hydrated, stay wise, and be good people. Don't be screwy.
Anything for you, DJ Thunderbase? All right. Hit it, DJ. It screams! No fireball for you.